home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters and Trainers channel, and most importantly, the People's channel. We have here special guest Coach Breadman in the house. And man, we had some good fights yesterday, especially the main event. Obviously, I know your prediction came, spot on, man. I mean, did you say, wait a minute, did you say Crawford was gonna stop Canelo, or you just
I
thought that was
said
the
that
decision?
I said he had the ability to stop him. I wouldn't be surprised. My official pick was Crawford by unanimous decision, but I thought that he could hurt Canelo a little bit late. I thought he started to a little bit. Like those little touch shots, they start adding up over time.
Right, right. So let's get right into it. The magnitude of the fight was amazing. It broke a record.
I don't think it was easy. I think he made it look easy. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're a special fighter, you can make it look a certain kind of way, but that wasn't no easy fight. Look at Crawford's reaction when he won. You know what I mean? You ever see him cry like that? You know what I mean? He know what he went through. That wasn't easy. I don't want to disrespect Canelo, but Crawford is just a special fighter. And special fighters got a way of making it like special athletes can sometimes like not show so much duress and not show so much like breathing hard or exasperating, but it don't mean it's easy. They had to do a lot to just get there and get through those moments. Canelo cracked him a couple times and hit him with a couple nice body shots, couple right hands got through, and Canelo had to keep Crawford had to keep a poker face, and he had to, So I don't think it was like that easy. I just think that I saw what I saw, bro. That's just it. You like sometimes you could see a fight and it'll be like, damn, man, let me think about that. Like Haney and Norman, like that's the tough one for me. But for whatever reason, I saw that Crawford would beat him, and I just stuck on it. You know what I mean? Like most of the people around me was going the other way. I got one friend, we talk like almost, I say 3, 4 times a week about boxing. Like, you sure you want to pick Crawford publicly? And I'm like, yeah, I'm rocking with him. I just see what I see. You know what I mean? And I can't help what I see. And he a great fighter. They both great fighters. You know what I mean? I kind of always got empathy with the guy like Canelo, who lose this kind of fight because he putting his ass on the line, and then he's up for public consumption for everybody to criticize him if he don't win. But he took a tough fight. I know Crawford was supposed to be so much smaller than him, but that's hard to deal with when a dude is lighter than you, but he's longer, he's taller, he's more agile, he's a better boxer. That's tough to deal with. It's not just weight divisions. It's a lot of things that that was in Crawford's favor in this fight, and people just didn't understand it.
It seemed like the difference maker for a lot of people was if Canelo, if Crawford will be able to take Canelo's power, and he did. What made you feel like he was able to do that? Something that Charlo kind of really shied away from even trying to do.
Man, that's a good question. I just felt like that two things let me know that I think that I thought Crawford will be okay with his power. The one thing is that Canelo, everybody could punch at the top level, right? I think we kind of get certain things confused, but the most dangerous guys are the guys that's hitting you in between shots and hitting you with punches that you don't see. Canelo's not hitting anybody with punches they don't see anymore. He got the same rhythm over and over again where he throws like a big shot. So what he's more or less doing now is he's kind of scaring guys and intimidating them. So he's not knocking them out, but he's kind of putting them in their place where he does punch hard. So they're not trying to win no more. They're kind of just like submitting to like the greatness of Canelo, and like he punches hard. So they kind of just ball up and they just go on survival mode. But he's not hitting you with shots like that you don't see. That shot you don't see in between shots is a much more dangerous shot than a guy just loading up and you get to brace your body for it. So I felt like Bud being a smaller guy and his eyes his reflexes being up as far as seeing punches from smaller men. I thought he would be able to see the punches of Canelo, and I was right. Like, it's funny because people kept saying, "You telling me Bud gonna beat Canelo?" But he got hurt by Gamboa, and Gamboa's a blown up 26 pound. I'm like, man, y'all don't. That's not the accurate comparison. Gamboa is hitting him. Nobody's saying Gamboa punches harder than Canelo. Gamboa is hitting him with shit he not. And if you can't see it, you can't brace for it. It's a different kind of shot. It's not that Gamboa punch harder than Canelo. His speed is different. He got them little short arms. He catching Bud right in between shots in his vulnerable spots. The second reason is that I never believed that Bud would go into survival mode. I never thought that he would like fight in a way where some of Canelo's opponents have fought. Not saying anybody specifically, but a lot of Canelo's opponents, they kind of go in survival mode when they go up against his skill set and they see his power. Where Bud don't have that in his personality. You got to beat his ass. You know what I mean? He's like one of them stubborn, just competitive people in life where you just got to beat him. He's not going to just submit to the aura of you or your reputation. You got to beat him. And I thought he would compete in a way where he would be able to overcome some of Canelo's flaws, and I didn't think he would be intimidated, and he wasn't. So, that's why I kind of thought he would be able to take the power, even though we seen smaller men hurt him. That's not always, you know, I don't like to argue with people. I just make my pick, and then I just keep it at that. But just because a smaller man hurts you, that don't mean every time you fight a bigger dude, you're gonna get hurt. That's not how life or boxing or anything work. Maybe that man just hurt you like that on that day. That's it. Sometimes you're just not having your best day. And the casuals and the fans, they kind of they conflate that and make it seem like, oh God, this guy can't take a punch because you get dropped at or hurt at 135. That means you're not going to be able to take anybody punches at 140, 147, whatever. But the truth is, Bud's showing a good chin. You know what I mean? He has. He's shown he's a durable guy. And the bigger the fight is, the more he's locked in where he don't get hit with shit that he might get. Like he might take chances against Gamboa that he don't take chances against Canelo. He might take chances against Mean Machine. I think Mean Machine hit him with a good shot. He might not take those
Mhm.
kind of chances versus Spencer Canelo. So that's the difference. We got to understand that. 1 second, bro. I'm on my map quest. I'm not going to get off, though. 1 second.
No problem, no problem. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. What a fight yesterday, huh? Yeah, very, very, very happy for Bud right now. Breaking records, right? I think when you see the underdog stepping up, did anybody make some money? Like, talk to me. Where are my people that made some money yesterday? You know? Salute to Coach Breadman for tapping in. We're gonna also have some more people tap in as well. Today's definitely the reactions to everybody's. So smash the like button. We got over 346 people on the live. So go out your way, double tap the screen if you have mobile devices. But yeah, man. Let me tell you guys something. Crawford fought a different type of fight, and what I mean by that is, hold on, we got Coach Breadman. We gonna let him cook. Yep, we back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Tell me what. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, you go.
What intrigued you the most in the performance?
Um, I was just curious to honestly. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I was just curious to see if Bud could stop him because I had a feeling that he could tame him, but I wanted to see like if he would really go for it down the stretch and try for a big stoppage. You know what I mean? I
Did
was
you
curious.
see it a little bit in the late rounds? A little bit
Yeah,
like he
I
kind of
did, but he remained disciplined. He didn't overdo it. He was like he tried for it if he would have caught Canelo with the right thing, but his IQ was so high he didn't force it. Because a couple of times they was in some exchange and Canelo just missed with some kill shit, and I was like, okay, and I guess it was Bud was like, all right, I'm already winning. I'm not going to just overdo it in this joint.
right,
You know what I mean? He
right.
got that kind of IQ. So I've read a lot of people's picks, and they would say, "Man, Bud like to fight. That's what's gonna get him knocked out." And I always say, Bud also got great instincts. He know when to fight, and he know when not to fight. He know when to go for certain things. Like Again, I'm gonna bring up the Victor Pascal fight. He was disciplined in that fight. For whatever reason, Victor Pascal's punching power kind of like made Buzz say, you know what? Let me just box smart. I'm not gonna just be my normal um like gunslinger self, so to speak. And with Canelo, I seen a little bit of that. Like, all right, I'm gonna go for it, but I'm not going. He was smart. He was smart about it. So that's what I was kind of like curious to see how deep in his bag would he go for the stoppage late in the fight. And he did
Yeah.
it about maybe about on a scale of 1 to 10, I think he went for it about maybe a 6 or a 7. He didn't go all out for it. It was more like I'm gonna just test the waters a little bit and I'm gonna see. But Canelo got a great chin and he's firing that hot shit. So I'm impressed with Buzz IQ. He knew when to go for certain little things, but not to overdo it.
100%, and I'm glad that you talked about that, right? Because I'm doing a live. I got I'm in a house full of Canelo Alvarez fans, like diehard. They're all betting with Canelo. You know what I mean? But in the same time, right? Because he's not, showing you that gear that you said, that stoppage that he's been doing, with everybody, trying to go for it with everybody, right? People start to say, because he starts showing you angles and defense, that it got a little boring. Did you get any of those comments? Did you see some of
No,
that at all?
that was beautiful performance, man. They tripping.
Absolutely.
People tripping,
Absolutely.
man. There's nothing to say about that, man. Like Canelo got one of the best
Masterclass.
chins in the history of boxing, man. We can't move the goalpost to a point where we criticizing Bud for not stopping Canelo. Nobody ain't stopping Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like Triple G hit harder than Bud. He didn't stop him. Bivol was a 75 pounder. He didn't stop him. We gotta stop that, man. Like Canelo got a serious chin. Like Bud don't have to stop him. He just gotta beat him. That's people moving the goalposts. He can't just stay in front of the dude all night. That motherfucker cracking. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He's hitting Bub on his hips and hit him with a couple body shots, dog. He there all night. That's like they want to see Bud get knocked out. He got to use his leg and box a little bit. That's ridiculous, man. That's just
I think they just
instead of
want to see
that, why would they
somebody
get?
get knocked out.
Well, how about that? No, they want to see the guy that won get knocked out because he won. He won the fight. It's the onus is on Canelo.
Right. Hold on, coach. Hold on, coach. You're going through like a little technical difficulties, and I don't want you to cook and then we miss it all. Okay. So the connection's getting a little bit better. I get getting a little bit better. Hold on. Smash the like button while you guys are waiting as well. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. We got over 400 people on the live. Really appreciate you guys. All right. Coach is back. Yep. Now we're good.
Yeah, I just that's people that wanted to see Bud get knocked out, man, by saying he was moving too much. He moved just enough. He can't just stay there the whole time and give back the points that he scored. And you know what I mean? And then they be laughing at him saying he got low IQ if he do that. He boxed just enough. He got to take some of the power off of the guys. Josh, the boy can penetrate it. They like, come on, he can't just let the man just tee off on him. It's ridiculous. If he got the faster feet, he gotta fight the fight that's conducive to him winning.
Hmm. And I think it
You know
was
what I
nice
mean?
enough.
So,
And I think it was just nice enough for people to see him catching the inside and throw like these slugging little body shots and
yep,
uppercuts and stuff like that. Like
yep.
I wasn't expecting all that, coach. Like I was kind of expecting it because that's how he fights. But I'm like, is he gonna fight a different fight? No, he fights the same fight, but
He
with
fought the
but
same
but
fight
better.
He fought the same fight but better, and he used his legs a little more. He moved a little bit more than what he normally does. But
Yeah.
again, like that's a hard ass punching dude in front of him. He gotta diffuse the power somewhat. Like, come on. That was a great performance. Anybody that's criticizing that performance is a hater. That was a great performance, and you gotta just take your hat off to Bud. I ain't just saying it because I picked him to win. If I'd have picked Canelo and Bud fought like that, I would tip my hat to him. Like, we gotta stop doing that in boxing, bro. That's why I don't That's why I can't even talk to everybody about boxing because they just be hating all the time, man, and saying ridiculous stuff, trying to criticize somebody for no reason. There's nothing to criticize. That's historic what that man
Real
did.
talk, real talk.
Even if you don't like him, that's a historically great performance. And we got to just get that man his prop. We might not see that for a very long time. That's a special fighter. Canelo's still great too. Still a great fighter. Still a special fighter. But Bud is a little level above, man. And you got to be a man. If you got it wrong or you got lost, just it happens. It's part of life, man. We can't get them all right. But nah, I don't think the fight was boring at all. I was very intrigued. I love what I saw. Both guys tried to keep raising it up, and like I told you, Canelo don't close down the stretch the way he would need to be able to beat Bud. Bud is a deep water shark, and he gets better as the fight goes on. Where Canelo, he don't have bad stamina, but it's not where a guy's like Bud is. Bud don't even be breathing in fights. Watch him close. He don't even be breathing in there.
You can see
So
it in the corner.
his conditioning level is like crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And he's smiling at Canelo, and Canelo breathing and his body gyrating.
Sticking his
And
tongue out, mentally messing with
yes,
him.
he's pushing as hard as he can. And Bud just in cruise control. That fucks with your brain, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
That mess with your brain. So shout out to both guys, man. That was big for boxing. And they gave a good performance, and I'm happy I won some paper, man.
I know, right? I know. Jay Polanco, thank you for the $5. So, salute to you guys dropping knowledge today. Haters should just take the day off and relax and watch football. Should they both retire? Question mark.
I'm gonna answer it. Let me check my GPS and I'm gonna answer it. One
All right,
second.
all right, cool, cool. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Man, um, how can you hate on Bud? Right? Like I'm looking in the comments, right? I'm seeing that's a boring fight. That I'm glazing the fight. I seen a master class performance. I never seen Canelo Alvarez get his ass whooped like that. And people are like, he didn't get his ass whooped like that. Like, let's be honest. Bro, I see when boxing you can mess with somebody mentally and then they don't got I think that the composure that Bud had, that stabilization that he had when he was able to catch those left hooks and stay solid legs, the thighs, they didn't move one bit. You know what I mean? Because that way he stayed in range, able to counter. And I feel like that was huge. I think that was huge for Bud to be able to counter as much as he was able to do because it really frustrated Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez had no answer. At one point in time, I think in the ninth or tenth round, he gives dabs to him like, I don't know what to do. Your ass is just nice. At the end of the fight, he goes and says he's way better than Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he says it. What do you guys think about that in the comments section? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section when it comes down to that. Was that a better performance from Bud versus Mayweather when it comes down to Canelo? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. That's a real question for all my boxing heads out there that actually watch, Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez back in that day. I mean, what? Canelo was 23 at the time, right? Um, weighing what 152? Was it a 54? How can you not give Bud that credit, right? Now, GOAT talk. We got to talk about GOAT talk. Is he that? Is he in your part? Is he part of your Mount Rushmore? Where does Terrence Crawford, lie all the time for you guys? And also, what you guys want to see next from him? You know what I mean? Because, listening to Mario Lopez in the interview he had up, Coach Breadman's on his way back. So we'll get back into that in a few. Smash the like button. So Coach, how did you know that weight wouldn't be a factor in this fight?
Um, I'm not one of those people that don't say weight is not a factor. I didn't think it would be a factor in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like that the guy that was supposed to be the smaller guy moving up had too many other advantages for just weight to be his factor. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like Canelo is a big puncher and he's an explosive guy, but the way he put his pressure on you, it's not like that pace where he's laying on you all day. You understand what I'm saying? So like you see how that dude Christian and Billy fight when he's on top of you. That's a little bit different than the dude that's a sharpshooter that's like running you in the shot and trying to bomb you out. It's not that weight's not a factor, but in some matchups, they not as big as of a deal, big as of a deal as in other fights. And I think we all like we get like too caught up in the scale, but sometimes the weight goes against um other fighters. Like if Canelo was fighting Benavidez, Benavidez is 6 feet tall. He's coming downhill. He's putting a level of pressure on you where he's forcing you out of your comfort zone. Then that's a little bit of a scarier, different fight. But with Canelo, Canelo's short. The pressure is not the same. He come, but he ain't coming like Joe Frazier. You know what I'm saying? He's not coming like that. You see, Christian and Billy, he's coming. That's a little bit different. It's not about what's better or worse, but it's a different style. So Bud got a 75-inch reach. He can hit Canelo from a place that Canelo can't hit him from. His feet is faster. His hands is faster. He's more agile. So yes, he's moving up in weight, but he's also the taller guy. He's also the longer guy. He also got more agility, got more conditioning. He's faster. So we just looked at one thing, and that's that's what happens sometimes. Like people pick who they want to win. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
who. It's not even about who I want to win unless I'm involved with the team. My loyalty is to whoever I decide to bet on. And
Facts.
Bud had a lot of more physical advantages than people like wanted to acknowledge. You know what I mean? They didn't want to acknowledge. I'm like, Bud's arms weighs longer. He taller. His his agility, his speed. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Now Canelo had advantages. Canelo probably a little bit slicker defensively. He been in a little tougher. He's probably the harder puncher. But if you think about the advantages, like just because Bud haven't been in with the guys Canelo been in with, that doesn't mean that he's not great or greater. That just means he haven't got the opportunities. We confuse that. Opportunities, sometimes resumes get a little overrated when you the guy that can pick your fights and pick who you want to fight. It's a little bit different. Bud didn't have the opportunities to just go through the PBC stable and say, I want that guy, I want that guy, I want that guy, I want that guy to build his legacy. He couldn't, they didn't deliver him the Manny Pacquiao fight to turn him into a superstar when he was over at Top Rank. I guess Manny Pacquiao didn't want to fight him. I don't know. I don't want to comment on who didn't want to fight who, but he never got the fight. And so sometimes the resume thing could get a little bit diluted because there's certain fighters who are allowed to and who the market dictates that they can fight who they want to fight. That don't mean that they the best. There's a difference. That don't mean you the best. And so Canelo has some advantages, but I just thought that Bud, you know, that's just how I saw it. And I could be sitting here with egg on my face and people sending me all kinds of nasty emails saying I was wrong, but that's just how I saw the fight. I wasn't really caught up in Canelo's advantages like that. I know if Bud tried to fight Bivol, I'd be like, no, he ain't not beating him. I'm keeping it real. It's certain guys you moving up and you giving up too much. But a guy like Canelo, I didn't think he was giving up that much. And another thing, we all forgot Canelo used to be a 54 pounder.
A 47 pounder.
Yeah, it's not like he started his career at 68, where you know what I'm trying to say is a little different. We watched him struggle with guys like Lara and Trout. We did. You know what I'm saying? We watched him fight Matthew Hatton's brother at 150-pound catch weight for his first title. So I didn't just think the size was like that much as everybody was making it out to be. We watched him not stop Cotto, who is used to be a 40-pounder. We watched that with our own eyes.
Yep.
So again, yes, I thought he was bigger, but I didn't think it was like that much. Like I look at him now as a guy that's just a little older and his body can't get down to the lower weights no more, more as a natural 68 pounder. There's a little difference.
Yeah, he's starting to look more of a 54, 60 pounder now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, at one point in time, I see that you seen that, Crawford was going for, I don't know, the stoppage. I don't know. You could tell that he was going for, giving up fans, a show, but in the same time, show inflicting pain. Do you feel like maybe in a rematch, do you think Bud would try to that extra mile, or do you feel like he would play it caution the way he did it this time around and making sure that he didn't get into that firefight?
Um, I think he will go for it a little more. And now he knows certain things. Now he's seen certain things. Now he's felt certain things. I think Canelo, I don't know if Bud can stop him because Canelo got a great, great chin, but Canelo will have to be fighting for his life not to get stopped the next time. Next time, I think the beating will be worse. I think he'll be fighting for his life, literally, like to not allow himself to get a career stoppage. I'm sure that's a big deal to him. I think he would be. I think he would have to like really, really get in his bag not to get stopped late. Canelo got bulky muscles, man, and it weighs you down late in the fight. And his fatigue is like I don't know if there's anything he's gonna be able to do about the fatigue. And he will have a tough time after 9. And if they fight again, he will have a tough time not getting stopped. Yes, me too. Hmm.
Yeah. What does that have to say to Canelo not being able to throw combinations anymore? Or do you feel like he's trying to do it, but the angles, the resets,
I think
it kind of messes him up?
I think that we watching a great fighter who had a really, really high peak from the time he beat Triple G in the second fight to when he ran through the super middleweight tournament and unified all of the belts. And I seen sometimes after you go all the way up here, sometimes there's nowhere else to go. When we seen him fight Bivol, he took some punishment that fight. And he kind of never really, got back to the point of where he was at for the second Triple G fight. And that's okay. And I think that good coaches, every time you go up against a good trainer, they got the videos of your last fight. So they kind of know all the little things that you're doing and things like that. And you can only evolve but so much. You know what I'm saying? Canelo almost got 70 fights, man. He been fighting a long time. I just think that we just seeing a great fighter on his way out. That's it. There's nothing, he's 35. He almost got 70 fights. The man might fight 2, 3 more times in his career. And that's just what it is. And you just gotta, and Bud just is a little bit better. You know what I mean? I don't want to take away from Bud's victory or anything like that. I just think that Canelo's just at a place in his career where it's like, you know, uh, we're about to go get him a Hall of Fame jacket. I think he's getting there to that point. You know what I mean? And I think Bud's better. But I definitely saw that Canelo wasn't running his punches off the way he was earlier in his career. And I did, and I think that it's also a style thing. Again, I keep bringing up Lara and Trout because if you look at their body dimensions, it's a southpaw stance. If you look at them really good, they gave Canelo a lot of trouble. And I believe that Bud Crawford is a level above Trout and Lara, even though Trout and Lara are excellent fighters. I believe Bud is in a different place in terms of being a fighter. So I said, if they could give him that kind of trouble when he was 24, 23 years old, imagine what Bud could give him now. You know what I mean? And even though Bud was older, I think Bud was is fresher. His body is fresher. He hasn't taken the punishment. Look at Canelo face in that fight. He was stressed out, bro. Look at him. He was like stressed. He had a lot on him. You know what I mean? He wasn't like all like bloody to a pulp, but his face had trauma on it from them punches, man. You know, Canelo's been through a lot. Been through a lot of fights. He's been hit by some really big guys. And, I think we saw his peak when we saw it, which was about 4 years ago. And he's not throwing combinations no more because that it runs out after a while, running your hands off with them hard, fast combinations like that. Canelo's more evolved into like kind of a 1-2 shot guy where he slides up on you, but he's still a counter puncher. And I just don't feel like that pace is enough for Bud because Bud ain't gonna be intimidated by 1 or 2 big shots. He gonna hold his hands up, he gonna catch it, he gonna smile at you, and he gonna go back to work. That's not gonna intimidate him. He's a different level of fighter that the guys Canelo been fighting.
Right, right. I'll get into the super chat. SK Simpson, thank you for the $2. Where were Canelo's jabs and counter punches? What do you feel like? Why you feel like Canelo didn't go out and sit back? Do you feel like the speed was just too much for Canelo?
And one thing I'm not gonna do is criticize Canelo. He was doing the best he could. The
Right.
jabs and the counter punches wasn't there because Bud wasn't there to be hit with him. You know what I mean? He was doing the best he could. He was trying new wrinkles. He was trying to left hook to the body. He was trying to lead right hand. He was trying to like feint high and go low, trying to feint low and go high. Bud was on top of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He was on top of Canelo's games. He knew Canelo's traps that he sets, and he just saw he just saw it coming now. You know, Canelo would have had to kind of reinvent himself to show Bud something that he hasn't seen. And who can reinvent themselves at 35? You know what I
What they
mean?
say.
It's
What they
not
say. You,
impossible, but it's
yeah.
definitely tough.
100%. MoneyGrams, thank you for the $2 as well. Appreciate it. Now getting into when it came down to Canelo, they were asking about comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. He said Floyd Mayweather is a way better fighter. I mean, nobody. Crawford's a way better fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I mean, what's your reactions? Do you feel like Crawford, that type of display, was a lot better than what Floyd did to Canelo?
You know what, man? I'm not gonna get into that because I see what's going on with Floyd and Roy, and it's just crazy. And I want to let Bud enjoy his victory. And last thing I want to do is be quoted on saying Floyd is better than Bud or Bud is better than Floyd, and then they two at each other's throats. Let just Bud live in his moment. He live in his era. Floyd was in his era. Both of them is great fighters, and that's just that. I don't want to get into the comparisons back and forth because them guys is crazy competitive. Next thing you know, they be wanting to fight each other. It's something crazy, man. It's just they both great. They both great. They fought different Canelos. They fought them in different ways, different times in his life. And Bud and Floyd don't fight the same. They got some of similar traits, but they line up differently. They do things differently. And I know it's a great matchup. And I got in my head who I think will probably have the advantage, but I don't want to get into that.
Okay. Okay. Um, when it came down to talking to him about, future fights, do you feel like to be a six-time division champion, him going down 160? I heard him talking about it with Mario Lopez. Who do you feel like he should get a title shot to fight at 160? And yeah, where do you feel like, that does for his career being a six-time six division champion, three-time division undisputed. I mean, yeah, where do you put him in that all-time list?
Who's the champions at 160? Johnny Beck, um,
John Beck, is Adamas still a champion? Or he has
Adamas, I think, WBC, and who's the WBA champion? Oh, Laura.
Laura.
Um,
Laura.
shit. I think he could beat all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, I do. Um, yeah. I mean, you still got to do it. I mean, he just at a special place, man. You know what I mean? The four best fighters I've seen in my lifetime, I always say, is Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones, and Floyd Mayweather. That's the Mount Rushmore of my lifetime. Bud is, you know, he's somewhere around there. I gotta really sit down and think about it. I want to kind of let the man enjoy his victory. I don't want to be putting people over or up under him, but he's special. He's definitely special. Definitely, maybe the best of this era. Maybe Usyk. I don't know. It's tough to call. I like Bud, but I know people gonna say Usyk because of the heavyweight thing, and I don't want to argue with that because it's tough. One of the best fighters of this century, and one of the best switch hitters ever, if not the best. One of the best southpaws ever, if not the best. He's up there. Like he's in a rare place, man. A rare place that when you can when you can put a guy here in real time, you know he's special. Because usually you get that a little bit later. I don't know exactly where he's at, but let's let everything play out. But he's up there. He's pretty high, man. The best I've seen is probably Leonard and Jones. Bud's getting
Mm.
there, man. That's all I can say. That's he's getting there. He's something special, man. He's something special. He's a great fighter.
JDZ, thank you for the $20. When Breadman talks, I stop whatever I'm doing to listen. He's been spot on about Bud from day one. Salute Bread, salute Mills for the nonstop content and diligent work. Respect to Canelo, but all hail King Crawford and the new. This is big now. Tell me, as far as Crawford is concerned, um, what would you do? Would you take a break? Would you go right into a rematch with Canelo if offered? I mean, that's big money,
I don't know, man. I know Bud is about 38 and he seems like an active father,
right?
and I know these camps get tough. So I could see him walking away. I could see him maybe taking another shot at 160 to be a six division champion instead of a five division because he did skip a weight division. Um, I don't know. You know what I mean? I I, I don't think he's going to retire because he seemed like such a competitive person, but I think that we got to appreciate him while he's here because I don't think he. It would be a lot if he was to fight three more times. I think at most maybe one or two more. But I really don't see no opponents on the horizon. I think the Ennis thing is long gone. You know what I mean? I don't think Ennis is going to jump to 68 when he hasn't even won a title at 54. I don't think he's going to do that.
I don't think Crawford's hanging out at 6 to 8 either way.
Yeah, so I don't think that'll happen. People may want to see that. Jamel, him and Crawford was drawing back and forth, but I don't think that ever came to any fruition. Even though he hasn't been at 60, there's no big names at 60. 68, maybe the Benavidez fight. That's a tough fight for Bud. I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough fight. Benavidez ain't no
Benavidez.
joke. Yeah, that's a tough fight. I don't know if Bud can overcome that. That's different. That's a lot. That's a lot to overcome. Height, reach, the speed of Benavidez coming downhill, the stamina, because this a guy that does get stronger as the fight goes also. So some of the advantages he had over Canelo, he wouldn't have at Benavidez. I think it will be a question if Benavidez can make the weight. I know he's been at 75 recently. He would have to go back down to 68. That would be an issue. There's really not a lot of people for Bud to fight. You know what I mean? One of these things that I see, then I gotta go, man. But one of these things that I see is that the promoters and everybody they want big fights, but nobody's building stars. You know what I mean? All the stars that are getting on the
I
platform are
wasn't able to hear
already.
you.
I said I see now that the promoters don't really want to build. They want to put on big fights, but they want ready-made stars. But after guys like the Canelos and the Buds and things like that leave or win big fights, they need other opponents. So you got promoters that don't, they're not building stars. they're not building opponents for these kind of guys. I mean, they tried their best with Belanga, but you know, you just gotta just comes with Sharice is being built. Maybe that's an option. Maybe that's an option. I don't know if Bud would fight him. That kid's 6'3". But um Hamza Sharice is the biggest name for him to fight. If you really, really think about the 68 landscape as far as marketability, chance to win, intrigue, and all of that. But boxing is, we're getting some big fights, but we need to build some stars for the future. We need to get some guys like Bud had to be 1-0 and 2-0 and 3-0 and before he got to 42-0. And Bud is getting these fights now, and the man is 37 years old. It took him a long time to get to this place. Most people wouldn't have went through what he went through to get to this point. So I feel like that boxing needs to start building more stars so we could look around and have opponents for these guys. Remember back in the day, right? When Bernard Hopkins had 20 title defenses, who was HBO building? Jermaine Taylor. Remember that?
Jermaine Taylor.
They,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
was
yeah.
building it. They was building him for a
Gold
fight,
medalist, right?
bronze medalist. So when he finally
Braun.
got to that point, they was building it. Remember Evander Holyfield? He was champion. Riddick Bowe was coming along. He was coming along. HBO started building them up, and you know what I mean. Besides Hamza Sharice, I can't see anybody that's being built to a point that's going to give Bud the kind of money and everything that he will want. So I have no idea who he's going to fight. They're going to have to create an opponent for him.
Right, right. My last question before you go, Coach. Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson in talks, one of the biggest fights at 140 pounds. What do you think about Shakur Stevenson wanting to move up to take that belt, that opportunity?
Um, Great fight. I don't have a pick yet. I don't have a pick.
Yeah,
I don't see that fight as clearly as I saw Bud and Canelo. I don't have a pick. That's a great fight though.
a
Um,
lot closer.
Hopefully it gets me. Yeah, hopefully it
Yeah.
gets me. And I got to sit down and think about it. And hmm, I got to think about that fight.
Is that one of the best fights you could put together at 140?
Yeah, it might not be that like action packed, but I like fights with that's tactical like that. So it might be one of them tactical kind of fights. Hmm, you might laugh at me, but I actually think Shakur might have to press the action a little bit with Teofimo. I think he might have to come forward a little bit and press Teofimo.
Yeah. Why?
Teofimo
Why would you say that?
Teofimo boxes more these days. He might hit harder than Shakur, but he boxes and uses his legs more. And what boxers Teofimo like Teofimo's best moments in the ring is making guys come to him.
Yeah.
Josh Taylor and Lomachenko is his best two moments in the ring. And I think that because of that, I think that he might turn the table on Shakur and say, I'm gonna make you do something that you're not comfortable with. If you listen to Teofimo talk, he's kind of a strategist. And if that happens, we we have to see if Shakur can actually press. So I gotta think about that fight a little bit, but my guts tell me that Teofimo is gonna box Shakur instead of trying to walk him down because he knows he don't that's not he has trouble. Was Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz, they gave him trouble. So I don't think he's gonna do that in a big fight. I think he's gonna reverse it and make Shakur and Teofimo his feet might be faster than Shakur. He might be actually more athletic. So this will be something we have to see, And I think Shakur do got a good press game, but we gotta see if he can press a 40-pounder. I love this fight. This is gonna be intriguing. I gotta kind of bounce these styles off my head and look a little bit, but that's a 50-50 fight, especially if Shakur got Teofimo to come to him, I think he would beat him easy. But I don't think Teofimo is gonna come to him. So that's a 50-50 fight to me.
Because he knows
Um,
Shakur
lis-
already.
yeah, yeah. And I think I just listened to him talk as far as like the way he strategized things, and without knowing, I don't know him. I never talked to him before. I don't know his dad or anything like that. I'm not part of nothing. That this is not a rumor or anything. This is just me thinking in my mind. I think he's gonna be boxing him and sharpshooting him more so than trying to walk him down, because that's he don't really look good when he got to walk a guy down. You know what I mean? That's like his as talented as he is. That's like a little bit of his Achilles heel. Like if you make him press and have to cut the ring off, he's not the same guy as if you come to him and he could move you around the ring, do his dance move, pop shot you. You know what I mean? He's murder when he's doing that. So yeah, yeah, good fight. Very, very intriguing fight.
I like it. I like it, Coach. Really appreciate your time, man. To the next time as well.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Have a good day.
Yep.
Smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters and Trainers channel, and most importantly, the People's channel. So yeah, we're gonna keep this thing rolling, 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 and I'm gonna get the call-ins as well. We're live on Instagram, Mill City Boxing. If you guys want to call in, state your facts, let me know what y'all thoughts are. Salute to everyone on the live, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the donations as well, man. Really appreciate all the donations. First caller coming in. Salute to everybody. We got over 545 people on the YouTube. And now we're live on Instagram as well. So if you guys want to come and call in, you're more than welcome. We got Pete. First caller of the day. First caller of the day. What's going on, Pete? All I'm gonna say is this: after last night, talk to me. There's no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about no weight classes. That was an A plus performance, like he said. I make your greatest fighter look basic and regular when I fight him. Ooh. And Canelo couldn't get off shit. Them elbow shots wasn't working. Them arm shots, them waist shots wasn't working. A man stood in the pocket with you during for a while and traded off shots with you. Hit you with one of your own shots. That had you turn back. You look like, damn, am I really wanting this fight? Mills, I don't want to hear nobody. Nobody. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear even people that's celebrity. I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, Canelo even said he couldn't do nothing with this man. He never fought nobody with this type of ability. Ooh. Like I said, hands down, everybody got to get that man his praise and everything. But Mills, I'm out. That's all I got to say. Appreciate you, Pete. Appreciate you. New caller coming in. Mark in the building. What's going on, Mark? Hey, how you doing, Mills? What's going on? Talk to me, man. What you thought about the performance yesterday? Shut up, right out. What you thought? I think you was telling me what? In the comments, you was hitting my comments, you was saying what? Canelo's gonna do what? What happened in the comments? Talk to me. Check my Instagram, you'll see what I said. Okay, okay. Nope. Yo, what up? What up? What's going on? So tell me, man, what's on your mind? This what is making boxing. I've been listening to you. Shout out to you and your channel. Appreciate you. What's on my mind? Man, Bob Crawford, bro. I've been sitting and listening for years, and the past few months, everybody just was not giving him credit. You know, the first thing was the weight, the way he came up in weight, which I thought was kind of perfect how he did it. You know, he didn't just jump in a weight class the next 3 months and fight somebody at 168. He got his body acclimated the right way to 168, and that was proven last night. So we could stop saying we can't see no fighter coming up 16 pounds to do that again. You know, it just takes 30 special fighters to do that. Special. Another thing was the inside game. When Buzz set in there and exchanged with Canelo, he beat him at his own game. That's right. That's Canelo bread and butter. You sit in front of Canelo, like all his past previous opponents, he 9 times out of 10 he put you down or he break you down. He's like hitting a heavy bag, not second nature to Canelo. He didn't look second nature to Canelo yesterday. He was so awkward because Bud was changing the game up. And on top of it, Bud Crawford was using effective footwork moving around. Absolutely. I can tell you the difference. Jamel Charlo, uneducated footwork. Moving excessively, no setup. No sets up. Lost. Staying right in front of him. Lost in the stall. Waiting for Canelo and just turning them in a small circle. So if you watch that fight, pay attention to how Bud Crawford moved in the ring. A lot of fighters say, "Oh, Bud Crawford don't move like Lyra." He don't. He moves better than Lyra. You gotta understand the difference of a fighter that over excessively moves. Shout out to Lyra, even though he was a good fighter that did it. But Bud Crawford just a little more smarter, more crafty, more methodical in the ring. Another fighter like that, Floyd Mayweather, he did the same similar things. So I was just so impressed with Bud because he kind of was like the arrow fight. But let's be honest, Canelo's a bigger guy, so he took a beating. But if he was a little smaller, I think he could have stopped Canelo. I knew the stoppage was going to be hard for Bud to do. But we did see that Canelo respected his punching power because of the body language showed it. His team in the corner showed it. If you look at the fight, I'm just rambling right now because I had a lot of stuff to say. Yeah, but in the same time, right? I thought Canelo was going to quit a couple times in 11 and 12 rounds. I think he was going to quit. For sure. Yes. That's what his body that's what he does. Well, let me. Crawford played Dumas. That's what it was. Yeah, okay. Corey Smith, thank you for the $2. Fanon and Boxing Eagle are mad, bro. Oh, for real? Okay. Um, so I want to interject on one thing that you said. You said something about it was like the Errol Spence. I disagree. I feel like with the Errol Spence fight, I feel like he didn't have no respect for Errol whatsoever. I feel like if Crawford had the respect of Spence, he would have went out and tried to stop Canelo. And he definitely proceeded with caution, especially in the championship rounds. And that's why you've seen him box and coast because he has so many rounds in the bag. Why go and risk it? So you could definitely see that type of energy, especially when you've seen, Canelo Alvarez was defeated. I think in the ninth or 10th round, he gave him dabs. He was like, I was like, ooh, that you could tell he defeated right there. Um, but yeah, I definitely disagree on the performances being alike. But as far as having control, and keeping his own control, yeah, you could say that. But lots of respect, making sure that you don't get hurt in the same time. No. Well, I got. Hold on one second. I got another caller right here. What's going on? Joe Profits. What's going on? What's on your mind, brother? Listen. What we saw last night was a couple of things. We saw a boxing masterclass, and we saw a Terrence Crawford that was 1,000% focused and prepared for Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this, Will. Like, Bud he been preparing for Canelo for over a year, bro. Like, he put on the weight correctly. You know, he walked around. You know what I mean? I don't think Charlo really had that opportunity, but that don't go to say like how the fight went. Like, but with a Terrence Crawford, it was, bro. Man, I'm so speechless right now because I feel like Bud last night. I understood why that boy was about to break down and cry because there's so many people that not only doubted this dude. You had people talking about he's gonna get stopped in under 7. Canelo's knocking him out, all this dumb shit. And all you had to do was really, like, you could have studied his Landry Lara fight. Hell, you could have studied the Skull fight. I said lots of blueprints. Fucking hands go. Hey, Skull could have probably won that easily as well. Like, Canelo really has an issue when you're a mover, and he has to keep resetting. He can't punch and move. Like, it's. I mean, but it's like Keith Thurman said, Joe. Right? You still gotta execute. You still gotta do it. You still gotta be in the pocket, stay still, catch that shit so you can counter. You gotta make sure you there and you gotta have this. I don't want to hear that Charlo didn't have the weight. I think Charlo had the weight. I just didn't think he had the guts. Yeah. He went outside. He didn't have the IQ either. And the IQ, absolutely. Big difference. Big difference. Mills, to piggyback on when you said where you disagree. Hold on, let me get this out, bro. Mentally, he been checked out of the sport. Mentally, he been checked out of the sport because the fights that he be taking, he seems like he's shying away from Benavides. You clearly know his heart not in the sport no more. But if his heart was in the sport, he would have taken a Benavides fight. I don't think shying away is such a nice way to put it. That's a very nice way to put it. Yeah, he definitely not taking that Benavides fight. He don't want that smoke at all. He don't want that. He don't want that. I gotta give him that respect, like he's shying away. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give him because he been done a lot. He's been done a lot in the sport already. So since he never took that fight, he's hard what he wanted. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yesterday I was watching Luis Coca and Fight Donovan. Prior to the fight, I'm like, nah, I don't wanna watch this. I think Bad gonna beat him. My heart told me Bad gonna win this fight. As genuinely as I picked Canelo to win, going to the fight when I started analyzing everything, I'm like, nah, he's just there for the money. He ain't going to do nothing. I'm not gonna watch this. I ain't never watched that fight. Because I knew Bad was chasing greatness and Canelo was trying to chase the money. I felt like that, and I'm like, nah, I'm done. His whole body language, even in the conference before he fought, right? I never seen Canelo that comfortable. He was laughing, he was funny, he was cracking jokes and all that. Dancing. You know, talking about
Canine.
payday, you want payday? Nah, he got a big payday. And Canelo, bro, he showed it. And once again, bro, like, to go back on what you said, Mills, where you disagree, we can agree to disagree respectfully, but it was similarities in that fight because when Bud started smiling in front of Canelo, and the only reason why I don't think he stopped Canelo is two reasons. The defense, Canelo is a very defensive fighter. He's going to check everything else before he go in the house. He ain't going to go out there lying like Arrow does. There was similarities in the fight style. That's why I'm saying the size of Canelo in the defense is the reason why I don't think Bud pushed for the stoppage.
Hunter on the Hunt, thank you for the $20. Hold on one second. Hunter on the Hunt, thank you for the $20 for keeping it real, keeping it a bean, giving Bud his flowers. Appreciate you. Obvious, man. You have to.
Man.
You have
You ain't
to.
giving Bud his flowers. You just a hater, man. And you just don't know what greatness looks like, feels like, but none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like we saw, like shout out to Bud. You know what though? I want to know how y'all feel about this, especially you, Mills. What you think about what Turkey tweeted this morning about David Benavidez making 168 pounds? Because that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, bro. I'm like, I don't think that's a good fight for Bud Crawford. No. I'm saying like Turkey. Why would you pushing for this Benavidez Canelo hard like you did this Canelo and you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, what's the point of it
Let's
now?
go, Joe.
You know what I mean? At this point, Bud just dropped the belts right off into the sunset, bro. You done did it, bro. Anytime it comes to black fighters, he try to put them in a position to lose.
Dean.
Jared Anderson, Martin Bakole, and he's trying to do Crawford too. But Crawford always been on the
Malcolm.
I disagree with that. Turkey is not doing that, bro. He's not doing that. He's putting Bud in the best. See, like, if Canelo got 150 M's, right? I disagree with the fight because I think Benavidez is too big. That's always been a big one weight bully 168. That's not a good fight for Bud. I would be against it as a fan, but if Bud won't go out there and challenge himself, I guarantee he might get $150 million for that fight. But I was speaking to the Bud more so than I was speaking to him and Canelo. That's the fight that we've been talking about for years.
For years. That's what we wanted.
For years. But look, we clearly see that, bro. I could be honest. I don't think Canelo would take the Benavidez fight. And it showed last night. If he was getting we know why. We definitely know why. Because the output and the activity. Benavidez gonna push Canelo to make him fight when Canelo don't want to fight. He's too defensive. And them little single counters is not gonna keep Benavidez off of him. But if Bud want to take that Benavidez fight, it could be the biggest payday. What is he trying to achieve? Like Benavidez ain't done nothing crazy.
Nah, he already said it though. He said he wasn't gonna do it. You know, but
it don't make no sense, bro. You say you ain't gonna fight no Mexicans, then you fight Jaime McGee.
you gotta make sense. Yeah, you gotta make it make sense. And it's I hate what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like the money, I'm not, and you know what? Listening to the press conference, I didn't feel like he was dodging it when, well, who was it? Dante, no, who I forget who it was, but one of the reporters there that he asked him about the David Benavidez fight. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that he's gonna avoid it if the money's there. I think he'll fight him, but still, you're making David Benavidez go down to 168 again. His father said he'll do it. I don't know if he could do it. I don't know why he's making that. I feel like when it comes down to the ring, Turkey, now Dana, everything is media. You already know Eddie Hearn is really good at it as well. So they're gonna say certain things to get us talking, to get us, you know what I mean? After the Bud Steam, after everyone says, all right, he's the best, he's the GOAT, this and that, everyone's they want to rush him. What's next? Fight David Benavidez. Right. You know what I mean? They don't want they don't want Oscar De La Hoya's new news coming out being more effective than keeping this train, riding and talking about it till, what's the next biggest fight? November 22nd for the ring? For the ring, yeah. That's Benavidez a yard. Come on, dog. We got how long? You know what I'm saying? So Turkey gonna want to make sure that Crawford's name is in the picture. Is in, you know what I mean, the whole time, especially what he just did. You know what I mean? What y'all think about that boost in Bud at 160? I think, man, hey, man, make it stop. You my dog, man. Don't mention Run and Terrence Crawford, dog. Do not do that, bro. No, he will step on that dude, man. And listen, I believe that I will have Bud in that fight. But my thing is, it's a little mixed up with the sparring. You can sell it now. He sparred around Boots and they had some issue back and forth from Bud camp. I don't know if Bud really cared about it, but the coaches didn't like it. Yeah, they didn't give a shit. Bernie made a statement on it. He made a statement on it. I think I heard it on your show, Mills, and a few other shows. He made a statement on it. So I think 160 Boots versus Bud, because Bud said he'll go down. I don't think he fight at 168 again. Make it. Check this out, bro. What the hell has Boots done to earn a butt fight? He could have fought at 47. Hey, look, hell no. Spawn Canelo ain't it, baby. That's not it. That's not it. No. But listen, they asked the question at the media. They asked questions at the media at the conference. So it's getting kind of a highlight to it. So it can sell though. He did say no. He did say no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, can it sell? Maybe. I mean, like Boots is a hell of a fighter, bro. But let's keep it a buck. He ain't done shit in this game yet. He was he won 2 titles at 47. Who knows why he didn't unify? But I thought he wanted to be undisputed. He didn't want Brian Norman to go get his money. Brian Norman went up there to Japan, get his bread. He said, hey, when I come back, we can fight. He goes to the next weight class. Then he goes to the next weight class. He said, I want to fight the top dogs. And we see he's going to fight Usman Lima, so we know that ain't true. So it's like, bro, what are we doing, man? This dude, at this point, is just and I agree with all energy. But the crazy thing about it is we getting a Tank Davis versus Jake Paul fight. Oh yeah, ain't nobody looking at that. Bro, that can't be more crazier. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. I agree with you 1,000%. I'm with you. I don't even know what. Shout out to Tank getting his money, but him being a current world champion, doing this type of stuff. Welcome, Box. Appreciate you. It's strange, bro. It's like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, at least drop the titles if you gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you doing this as a current world? They all want the money. You gotta understand. Bro, they all want the money. I see that. I see that, bro. Yeah. I see it. I see it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They don't want to take hard fights no more. They're done. Now they got it caressing your hand. What's good, man? What's going on, champ? What's going on? What's on your mind? What's going on, man? What's on your mind? What's your thought about the fight last night? I'm thinking a fight with Randy Law, man. That'll be good. At 160. How y'all feeling about that? Hey, that's my dog right there, man. Hey, listen. That would make, if Bud do that,
You know, what would that make him? 4-5 division champion? You know what I'm saying? But hey, if Larry Law ain't no six division champion, that's bro. Listen, six is not to be played with. We just saw Laura retire Danny Garcia, man. Don't go playing with this. Like, that's a bad boy. You know, but hey, we can't really say that. I mean, Danny kind of was out of the mix for a good minute. Like it wasn't like man. Listen, prime Danny Garcia. That wasn't prime Danny Garcia. Don't do that now, listen, bro. No, listen, right? Hey, Danny Garcia. Hey,
Real streets.
Look, as soon as Bud came up to 54 or no 47. Danny put them track shoes on and he ran to 60. He thought it was safe. But it will be low, but at the same time, it's a good fight. 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 You don't need to go back down to 154. No, he's not doing that. They took his belt at 154 already, so they stripped him of that belt when he got in the ring with Canelo. So sure, no point in, you know what I mean? If he go down to 160, he gonna be killing himself to make weight. Yeah. And that guy that elevated the champion last night, a boss, that's a bad boy too. I don't know if you saw the Yo Anderson last fight. Yeah, he's bad dude. That's cool too. Anybody up 160 can get. I like a diamond.
You don't like a Janabek? Janabek not good?
Man, he's killing Janabek. Janabek ain't got the skills, dog. I feel like you will add more to it if you go after Laura because he got more of a decorated career. Think about it. You know what I mean? Make more sense. Oh yeah, for sure. They don't even talk about.
But you gonna say you beat one of the oldest guys in boxing.
But still, one of the resume standpoint, why not add that name to? You know what I mean?
No one's gonna look at the age at the end of the day. Yeah, I can see.
And people think that a lot of people are under the impression that Laura was robbed when he fought Canelo. You watch that fight, that split decision was kind of crazy. Like Laura beat Canelo. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Beat the guy. Did they say beat the guy? That's something to talk about. Like, think about it. It is. I love that fight, to be honest. But if both might come across this clip, man, I'm just letting you know, like, Lord, man, that's a good fight for him. I just think at this point right now, I just got to make sense for Bud. You know what I'm saying? It just got to make sense for Bud. But that's the thing. I don't think it don't make sense. There's no point in him trying to entertain anything over 168. I mean, that's just pushing it over the top. But anything is possible with this man at this point. Anything is possible. It's crazy. For sure. I just need them to like lead. You know how many conversations. They got to stop it, Bill. They got to mention it.
Can we get some separation?
At least 70% of the boxing world felt like Canelo was going to beat Bud. That's crazy. Well, I was on that 25 or 30% that did not. It's multiple clips where people doubted me and said I was crazy for saying Bud was going to get this. Like, come on, man. Yeah, I mean, listen. I just had that feeling. If you've been riding, you made Spence look too ordinary. So if you've been riding with Team Crawford, as long as I've been riding with you, like you've been called all kind of shit, bro. You've been called all kind of names. It's cool. Because for the longest, that was Spencer's fight. Spencer Canelo wanted that fight. They was trying to line that up right. They wanted to line that up. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I knew the moment. I knew the moment he beat Spence. I said, oh yeah, if he can't get Charlo, then go ahead and you know what I'm saying. And then I think how Charlo just basically tucked his tail when he fought Canelo. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, that was painful to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Charlo Canelo was painful to watch. Only because it would have been a Crawford Canelo fight if Charlo would have did right at 154. That's all I'm saying. Like yeah.
Now nobody want to see Terrence and Charlo now.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because we know the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know the outcome. And look, so what y'all think about this? Because I feel like what Bud did last night, he damn near made this Charlo and Spence fight. Nobody's really gonna care about that no more. It's like, okay, y'all fight, y'all used to be partners, but the way Bud did Canelo last night, he damn near made Charlo and Spence fight irrelevant next year. Like, nobody's gonna give a damn about that fight for real like that. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's crazy. I know the one fight that Mill been selling so good is this Norman Devin Haney fight. This is about to be crazy. This is Norman Devin Haney fight.
That's the fight, yo.
I love Haney. He gotta focus though. Cause him doing that face off with Ryan Garcia, that let me know he not focused on Brian Norman. If you not focused on Brian Norman, he needs to be. One fight at a time. One fight at a time. Brian Norman is somebody you need to fully focus on at 147 pounds. The way Devin was moving around his last fight. Come on now. Yeah, I mean, no, he gonna cut the ring though. He gonna cut the ring a lot different. So it's gonna be. Hey, Norman, he's not Regis Prograde. You know what I'm saying? He's not finna. You know who I want? You know what I'm saying? Gary. No, that's a good. I want to see Gary and I want to see Gary. I want to see Gary and Richard Hitchison. That's what I want to see. You see Hitchison ain't mentioning him at all. That's a dog fight right there. That's a dog fight. Can you imagine that exchange? That's a dog fight.
Nah.
But Gary ain't finna vacate. Nah, that's fireworks right there, man.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's like just Gary chasing him. Gary having to have to cut the ring, chase him. Yeah, that's what it would be. But I do think that Gary will cut the distance off, when he needs to.
I told him, man. That's the fight to make right there against Brian Norman. That'd be lit. But you want Gary to vacate his belt and move up to 47? Because that's what he's gonna have to do. Or is he gonna try to be a two-division champion simultaneously, which is as hard as hell to do these days?
You gotta earn that. You can't just get a Brian Norman title shot after beating Devin Haney. Get out of here. There's no way. And I'm Russell. I'm his homie. Like I just can't. I can't do that. Like you can't just skip the line like that.
I was calling for this fight before the.
It's a good style matchup. I actually told my friends about it. I actually thought about it too. I thought that the style matchup would be good.
His stock is going over the top.
At least more than quadruple.
People thought I was crazy when I said this, though, man. Exactly. Listen, I was just about to speak on that. Because me and my guy, we watch this shit all the time. So we study Boots. Boots is a hell of a fighter, but Boots has these crazy flaws that he really ain't fixing in his fight. Like he gets touched a lot. Okay, and you get touched by a fighter like Brian Norman Jr. a lot. It's not good. That's why I feel like Matias versus Russell is not really a good fight. I feel like Russell dominated Matias, but that's a good one. That's a good one. Matias two-time champion just got another strap. I feel like they gave him the head.
I think that's a beautiful matchup. Cause like
They kind of way over.
imagine
So ugly.
imagine Matthias and Antoine go the distance. Just imagine what that type how many punches are being thrown, all the inside work, nobody trying to take a step backwards. You know what I mean? It's gonna be way more educational than that Billy and Lester Martinez fight. You know what I mean? It's a fun. And you gotta have will. You gotta have
I
will.
love what he was doing, though. I love what he was doing. He was countering so clean. Like I feel like he could have got the edge in that fight last night. He could have got the edge. Billy. I feel like if Billy I'm not mad at him. Aggressive. You know what I mean? He was more aggressive, but Lester was definitely landing some cleaner punches. I like because a lot of people thought Lester was overmatched in that fight. They thought that Billy was gonna come wipe this fool out. You know what I mean?
Nah, he handled himself.
Lester did. I'm talking about he did his thing. I gotta give it to Lester.
But
Straight up.
but he needed him. That punch count got to go up because he was outworking him.
No, I noticed that as well. He was fatigued. He came out too fast, too strong. You know what I mean? Too soon. And by the time we ended about that fifth or sixth, he started gassing out. I can see it.
Nah, man, Billy's a dog because he was getting hit with some crazy uppercuts.
That was a 10 rounder. Like, you know what I mean? So how would you perform in the 12 if you was starting to gas in that 10? Early in that 10.
That's a high pace that they were fighting at. That was a high pace. That was only go.
Yeah, big time. They ain't want them to lose that belt, man. Yeah, no, they got plans for it. They ain't want them to lose that belt. And I'm not, and I bet with him, but I can be an honest man. He lost that fight.
Who? Who?
Last night. And Billy.
You think so?
You think Lester lost?
Well, I actually, when I was calling the fight, I actually said that I could see a draw, but I actually was favoring him Billy. Like I thought that he kind of like stole like one or two rounds at the end. That I had it like
He was definitely using his size. He was trying to,
yeah.
move him around off his size. I could see that. He was doing man to man a lot.
Yeah, that was a tough fight. That was a tough fight. I enjoyed that fight. Wish it was a 12 rounder. Not even gonna lie.
Nah, facts. That was a hell of a fight. He started gassing, so I don't know. They both was getting fatigued for real.
Yo, they must have they must have been two durable guys because it looked like they weren't punching. But when you were looking at the punches, I'm like, they look like them shit's hurt. So you're like, damn, they're durable guys, very durable. They were in good shape.
You know what? These guys, they think it's sweet like that. They think it's sweet like that at the top until they meet somebody that's gonna be like, all right, you really want this belt? All right, let's see if you really want this belt. You know what I'm saying? It really been punching on niggas that and on that level, you feel like I'm ready for Canelo, I'm ready for this and that. But as soon as you put someone in there on the same level, you're like, nah, I want out of here. I ain't gonna lie to you. If Lester was a little bit technical, he would have got him out of there. He really was done. He was just there to be hit. Yeah, he had him wobble a couple of times for sure. Yeah, that's what he had him wobble a couple of times for sure. Crawford really dangerous, but it doesn't matter what round you in. He's still technical, and if you give him that little bit lapse, he's gonna get you out of there. So what is it really gonna take? Because is it gonna try to get a title on 60 or what? Well, in Billy and his team, I think they're going back to the drawing board. They're gonna tell it to their face. You ain't ready. Yes.
Yeah, that was a great fight, man. Freaking Jalil separated himself against Elijah Vines for sure. Great win, great win. I can't wait to see more of Jalil just getting back into that winning bracket and continue to keep getting those certain fights that gonna help him develop. To be a big, strong fighter.
The fight at 47 or 54?
I was at 54.
That was at 54?
Yeah.
That was good. So much, Jalil. Look, and Billy is a power puncher. So once he cannot get you out of there, he don't know how to box. What are you gonna do again? He can't set up. He don't really set up good. He does. I mean, it was rock stopping robots. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with that. He ain't got nothing.
But that's the way you fight if you don't got it. If you don't got boxing ability, that's how you gonna fight. You have to do it that way.
I mean, when you think about what Terrence Crawford did last night, and then you think about what so many of Canelo's past opponents, that just make you realize how great this man truly is, though. Because Canelo been in there with pretty much everybody. So when you think he just got out on him like that, yeah. I feel like God made that fight look a little easy to me, man. Like he kind of a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, I scored it. There was times in that fight where I could tell he was toying with Canelo, like. Generous. You gave Canelo 3 rounds if you generous. Like so, when I saw them like AI scorecards, they had a 114. I was just like, oh my god, oh man. If they would have called that a draw, that would have been one of the biggest. That would have been oh my god. They almost tried it, bro. For sure, that would have been one of the biggest rivalries in boxing.
Shit, I'm glad they didn't have me judging that shit. I almost had Canelo not winning a round. That shit was nasty.
I'm telling you.
I said anything close, we're gonna give it a Canelo, but there was a whole bunch of rounds that weren't close at all.
It wasn't, facts.
Amazing.
Like he was just turning him, punching him between his shit. Like, hey man, that's what I'm saying. He was 100 1,000% prepared and focused for Canelo. You see, he kept that phone on his ear every time he was hurt. He know Canelo coming with that hurt. Yo, he know what he doing. Yo, like, once you see Crawford start throwing four, 5 piece combinations and putting them together, then spacing himself out. He's way too confident. Yo, he had Canelo's legs looking funny at one point. And I'm a Canelo fan too. Like these guys are my favorite fighters. But the way he made him look, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. He whooped him better than Floyd. Like, and the reason I say better than Floyd, because everybody want to say Canelo was young. Floyd got him when he was great. Cool. You want that's nice. I'm with you on that. And guess what? Bud caught him when he was seasoned. All the intelligence he gained. Wasn't no experience. Wasn't no cherry pick about it. Nothing. It was more fair. I don't want to hear your body couldn't get the job. I don't want to hear none of that. Damn. Canelo ain't make those excuses. I think Canelo tasted more leather too. I'm not gonna lie. I think he tasted more leather with Terrence. So let's be real. Premium leather. You see Canelo's head? Oh man, look like the gloves. That's a fact. Yo, Mills, I want you to watch something. I want you to watch. Yesterday there was a fight in Belfast. Louis Coker and Paddy. I seen it. I was seeing it. I was watching it a little bit. Cause did you see that taping of the left hand of Donovan? Yeah. You see his glove? Yeah. Listen, I'm starting to feel like Andy Lee is dirty. Andy Lee is a little bit dirty. Andy Lee's a little bit dirty. Yo. Did you see that glove? Oh, fool. R.I.P. to Ricky Hatton as well. He just passed away. That's crazy. I'm starting to feel like they did something in terms of Shiraz. I remember when he made Costa quit and not come out the corner and then what was that going into the 12th? That was crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is good, man. This is great for boxing for it to be like breaking records right now. Now that I love the press conference too, because I love the way how like Canelo spoke out. When they were like saying that boxing was like going down, and we need everybody. Like we need Dana White. While Dana White was getting chewed up by boxing reporters. The only thing boxing needs is good fights. That's it. It's good fights. Yeah. What's going down? The only thing going down in boxing is they gotta let guys like Will City be on the mic and Mark Benz and Stack basketball players calling boxing. Yeah. The content creator space, they put a lot of UFC media, which was no offense, I know the girls that look pretty and stuff like that, but it's just like man, I don't wanna hear what you ate yesterday. I don't. You feel me? I don't wanna hear that. I don't wanna hear about your favorite color either. Let me hear jump y'all know I'm so crazy on the mic. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you too. Kellerman lost his touch too. Man, big time. He's been out the sport too damn long. He's been out the sport too long. Man, bro. I was like, bro, why are you comparing Terrence Crawford to Michael Jordan? It's crazy. Yo, bro, not listen. No, I think he's getting nervous or something. Like I don't know if he. I don't know. You could tell that Dana White clearly tried to pay off Max Kellerman to say the shit that he was saying and making the remarks that he was making about boxing. I'm like, Max, like, how are you somebody that's so intricate in the sport? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that a lot of us look at as an aficionado of boxing, and you talking this stupid on this major platform, bro. That's crazy, bro. Come on, Max. I was disappointed. But bro, I was disappointed. Straight up, disappointed. Basketball players calling boxing. I don't get my head around it. Oh yeah, and LaShawn McCoy, like and football players. No disrespect to LaShawn, he's a hell of a football player, but he's on a panel with Max Kellerman, Coppinger, and Roy Jones. Like, what's the what we doing? I just feel like what we doing?
Knox just sounding crazy up there, man. They can't bring back. They can't bring him back. Yeah.
I think he's good. Yeah. Sometimes you're not on. Sometimes you're not on. I'm gonna leave it like that because he's really good. He's like,
He is good.
I don't know what
He's one
happened.
of the best.
Yeah, I don't know what
He's been
happened.
away for so long, bro. He's been away for a minute.
Nah,
This big
he needs
changed
to
a little
write
bit.
down his questions or some shit. He need to do something like that. Sometimes when you feel like you cocky, you super cocky, you just think that you could just go in the booth and kill it and take a and retire. You can't retire and freestyle like that. You gotta get into your books real quick and then come back to the booth. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
You gotta get back to
Maybe
the
he,
basics, dog.
yeah,
You gotta get back to the basics,
because
dog.
he's nice. He's nice with it.
He is,
I
bro.
was
Nobody can
excited
match him,
until
man.
until he opened his mouth. It was bad.
You like, bro, what are you saying right now? You got him in front of all these people and acting like boxing needs to be saved by Dana White?
Right,
Man,
man.
stop, bro. Cut that out, man. Yeah, that was better than that, bro. You better than that. Dana White can actually stay out of boxing and still be for sure. And it'll be just great.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. And if it's so great, if the UFC doing so great, bro, why he trying to come over here?
Yep.
But Turkey could have not came to boxing and still would have been great. And that's no offense. Look, I got to say,
100%. 100%. So listen, what I appreciate is that see, you know what I'm gonna like is see when you put someone in higher power like that, now people are gonna blame you. So now you got to answer everything from boxing analysts. You know what I mean? They're gonna want, and then it's gonna be that when it comes to fighter pay, it's always gonna be compared to the UFC. So now you got to answer all that. You got to be prepared, and that's why Eddie Hearn was like, "I can't wait to match up with you because I know that you don't got the, I know you don't got a mouthpiece like that. So it's gonna be nice."
Shout out to Scott Patel for bringing up, you know, Dana won't be good for boxing off the simple scrum. How do you flunk? Yo, this is the problem, man. Attacking like John Jones. Like, how did you not promote John Jones the way you could have? That alone was supposed to push you over the top.
And
Look at somebody like Vince McMahon and what he was able to do with Steve Austin.
but
That's
this,
how, you know what I mean? That's how you raise your company up. Like
but
you
but the
go all
major
in.
part.
He never went all in on John Jones the way he was supposed to. Never.
But the major part that I want people to know about is really about what's really going on with the TKO league. You know, how they're advertising it now is differently than what they were advertising it before. They were making it seem like it was a completely different identity. Now, you know, Rehab season cards will be dictated by what happens in that league as well. So now that, you know, Dana White is in charge of that league, now you got guys like, you know, Oscar De La Hoya jealous. Now, you know, you seen that Dana White was supposed to release a message for Turkey and he never did. We don't know if that has something to do with it as
He
well.
sure did.
You know what I
He
mean? You
sure
could tell
never
that
said
that
it.
message was like maybe you didn't pay for that message or we didn't sign that paperwork yet to even be talking about that type of stuff. Or maybe it's not. You know, he's obviously better PR trained than Turkey. You can see Turkey gets excited. You know what I mean? He kind of get excited and want to just say
He's a
something
madman
out.
of the sport.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like this is what happens when a fan of the sport that has a lot of accessible money comes in and just he's able to do what he wants. Like he's literally making people fight that
Yeah.
didn't even want to entertain.
But it's not him. He keeps telling you it's not him. He's telling you it's his country. He always will blame his country. He always tell his people.
That's what makes this so crazy. He never wanted to fight this man. Never.
Yeah.
Never. He took the fight down from day one when they put Bud's name across his desk. Like, no man, that's weight classes for a reason. You know what I mean? Pushed it off. Like now you're trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like. He put an opponent in front of him. But even Bud himself, you know, when they first asked Bud about it. Dominated. Like, that's crazy. Look, Bud, even himself, you know, when they asked Bud a couple years ago about it, he was just like, man, hell no, I ain't going up there. I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Like, 54 was the match he was going to go.
But like he said, he fully assessed the situation and was like, "Yeah, I do it." But honestly, so let's get it popping. It's nothing for but 54 anymore. I feel like 160. You just go ahead and retire and go off into the sunset. Mike deserves it at this point. He really has nothing for the food does. But even at 60, ain't no super fight there. Ain't nothing, ain't no Canelo. It ain't got to be a super fight, but if Turkey, oh, no, it got to be a turkey fight. It got to be a super fight. But Bud ain't gonna do no more of them regular shits no more. That shit's done. But it got to be bigger than Canelo or better. Which is legacy. Yes. You can't match the paper. It got to be for belts. Yeah, bro. He not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to say I like the Lauren thing. But it ain't got to be for the paper. It can be for the belts. Like, just go ahead and take some champion at once. But them belts are spread out at 60. You got Adame's got a belt. Lauren got a belt. Just take one. Just grab one. You know what I'm saying? Just grab one. That's all. And then just retire. He might do that. For the 100. That's why I said Lauren be the best option. And then just put it on. My thing is being a Bud fan. It's nice to see him getting appreciation now. So but looking so dominant, I would like for him to like be, you know, be a contender and get those flowers in the same time before just retiring and then getting them. You know, so I feel like if he could, I don't even at this point in time that win was so good. Get a belt at 60, become a 6-time division champion. And you could pick your fights until you got a bigger record than Floyd Mayweather. I really don't care. And then fight the other two champions at 160. Right. You know what I mean? I know he's not gonna do no lollipop fights, that's for sure. So this the thing. You know what I'm saying? What he made sense to Boots. What he made sense to Boots. Boots go ahead. He go up there and fight Paulo Saddam. Man, come on, man. Stop bringing up Boots, man. Stop. I get it. Does not belong in this damn conversation, bro. He has not done anything to be even talked about in the same breath as Crawford. Nothing, man. You know I'm telling the truth. It's not a damn thing, bro. I've been saying that. But I've been saying that. But okay. You know what I'm saying? Still heading off to him. Like, he worked with a lot of the good money that. Like, come on, man. This dude. He worked with a lot of. Say, look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Bud went up 2 weight classes and fought Canelo. But we not. But Gerard going to the next weight class and fought Usima Lima. Come on, man. He's not Bud great. Not yet. But he's still great. How? What is the difference making you say this? Great. I'm just saying. I can't say Boots is great. He ain't done nothing to show me he's great. He's good. He's a hell of a fighter. But great? I can't do that. I can't do that. Fight birds who make something happen with birds who see that's a fight. I mean, is he gonna fight Virgil? He could fight Virgil right now. Like Virgil could fight Lubin. Shout out to Lubin. Shout out to Lubin. Shout out to Erickson Lubin, bro. That's the real one right there, bro. Now, you see what Lubin doing? See, Lubin was finna go fight that other monster, Morris Osley here. But ain't nobody want to put no money behind that damn fight. So now he's finna go fight Virgil in Fort Worth. I'm gonna be there too. Yeah. Shout out to Lubin, man. Get that bag and then go get that belt. Lubin the world, man. For sure. But man, but Bruce, man, I got to see more, dog. And the thing about it, the dude got 30 plus fights, and I ain't seen shit. That's what I want to know is Rashidi going to 154? Nah, he's staying at 47. He gonna stay at 47? Yeah. Okay. You know. Rashidi got to win a belt at 47. He got some. Who we gonna get a belt off of? Yeah, he got to get an opportunity. And this time he got to freaking take it. He a high risk low reward fight for people, man. Yeah. What was Roman Villa? Was that the high risk low? What was that? Because Roman Villa, hey, man, Roman Villa got a name off of Rashidi Ellis, man. Hey. You know, after that he was gonna be fighting Boots or something like that, but hey. Run it back. Roman Villa getting knocked out all over the place and shit. Exactly, bro. Like, you know. So, man, you know what I mean? That's a tough one right As he should. Yeah, they got different paths, man. They got different paths. You know, Jalil's young. Jalil's a young guy. But you could appreciate Hackett for always wanting to get those big, tough fights that are gonna make him, the name that he wants. Barrios would be cool. Yeah. You said Barrios? Yeah. Man, you see what Barrios saw, man. He ain't trying to challenge himself, bro. Hey, come on, man. What we doing? Shout out to my guy. He showed me what time it was, bro. When he, I mean, you can't never get mad at somebody. It's cross fight, so you can't never get so mad at somebody going to get that bread. But Pacquiao, bro, what the hell are we doing? Damn. What it do, man? I just want to know this. Am I like a psychic or genius? Because all he's gonna do is talk shit right now. But I gotta eat it right now. You got my boy stuck to his guns. Yo, I can't hear you, Zab. Your reception. That reception is crazy. That reception. That reception. Yo, they don't want to hear you, dog. They know you're gonna be talking crazy shit, dog. They messed up the reception on you, dog. They messed up the reception on you, dog. Yo, you know he's gonna come in hard. Nah, Soup's take was official. Soup's take was definitely official, man. He's back on. No who else called it? No who else called it? Me. Now, listen, me. Just go look. Go check the history. Go check the Instagram. I'm telling you, listen. It was never a doubt in my mind about Terrence Crawford going against Canelo Alvarez, bro. Nah. And the people, man, and even him being a stronger man on fight night, I was not worried about that because 415 pounds, bro, stop it. Stop it. And then you see videos of him manhandling Big Baby Jared Miller, wrestling this big bear. Like, come on, bro. I wasn't worried about him being a stronger man on fight night, bro, at all. And I said the first clinch gonna show us everything. You know what I'm saying? When he turned Canelo on them ropes and kind of, I saw, oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, Nello in trouble. Oh, he's in trouble. Who else is really out there pulling the fight? Man. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, anything else you talking crazy. You talking about a move and nothing, you talking crazy. Yeah, Benavidez, he like, bro, what y'all trying to do? Like, what we doing? Man, because I know you're not talking about 175. Like, I know y'all not. I know y'all not pushing it that far. Even though he did have pictures at 188. 86. Yeah. He could do it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like, man. I don't see like is he gonna be greater than what he is right now? Good morning, guys. Good morning, Zoom. What it do, man? The scholar is here. Mills, the scholar. Oh, what is this shit? I don't get it. I gotta predict the future, Mills. Mills, I predicted this shit last year. They're not Mills. I told you last year. He said, what? I said, he gonna stop him. He almost 11 rounds, Mills. He almost stopped him. You saw that leg get stiff, didn't you, Zab? I think the leg got stiff. We saw when Canelo leg got stiff, I thought Bud was finna come up. Bud gave him some grace. Bud shot me off. Like, that's the first time I seen him with grace. Like, oh, he not gonna jump on him and get him out of there? Because, I mean, he still gotta respect that power. He still gotta respect that size. He still gotta respect that, but he still wasn't shit, man. I seen Canelo hit him with a hook that was hard. He took that shit like it was nothing. Ate that shit. What's up? What's up? It was I've been telling Mill this, Zab, like Crawford was 1,000% prepared and focused for Canelo Alvarez. 100%. I told everybody that. Everybody got how. Yeah. It wasn't so hard. It's big. He can't win by decision. He can't outbox him. No.
Listen, man. I just got it right now because I just woke up. It's still early in Vegas. I'm waking up to get my shit. We headed to Fat Burger. I'm about to line these niggas up. Now, put that earth. Today's lesson is called grounding. We're gonna ground today. I'm gonna put these guys earth. Put their souls in the ground. Let them know don't never go against Zab. Don't ever go against Zab. You heard?
Like that?
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Hey Zab, what does Bud do from here though? Like what's the next move? What would you if you Bud?
If I'm Bud, I'm in a hotel right now. Kids is loving on my kids, loving on my family, and I'm not even thinking about no boxing right now. I just I'm gonna take my crown. I'm gonna go home and sit down and just relax, watch the highlights and just see and get my thoughts together to see what's next. Because right now for Bud, what he just did, there is nothing that's he got to do this next. There is nothing. He don't have that problem. Right now, if I'm Bud retired, everybody be cool with that. But no, he's not gonna do that. He gonna
drop the belt, let the boys get out the mud.
No, he's gonna figure out a plan and finish taking over boxing. Gonna finish taking over boxing.
But what does a finish look like? I mean, 175 or
well, you know how it is. Well, when you buy a house, you get the lease and you put it in the safe and sit in your house. And you just sit in your land. You walk around. You landscape. You look at your property. I want to build this. I want to take that down. I want to put this in. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can do right now. It's a real estate investment. My boys are made a real estate investment in boxing. Man, it's over. I'm in raw. Man.
You like me, bro. You like me. I'm on 11, bro. Like it's I felt like a proud friend. You know what I'm saying? See my partner just accomplished greatness last night when everybody was hating on him, telling him he wasn't shit, trying to figure out how the fuck he was gonna win, telling him what he can't do, and then he does all of that shit. And then he does it all, and then he does it in spectacular fashion. Damn near a wipeout.
But you're not looking at the
yeah. Hey, I like that, man. I leave it with the motherfuckers, man.
You're not looking at the way he did it. He did it on Mexican Independence Day.
Then he came out to the Mexican music. I mean, he came and said, yeah.
He just showed the people, like, y'all need to be with me. I know where y'all from. I know what your heritage is, but you need to be with me. Come with me. You know, you want to be safe? You want to go down the right road? Come with me. Follow me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was outstanding. Like you can't do it no better than that, man. Like shout out to Bud, bro. You just can't do it no better than that.
Go back to the end of the fight. Canelo face looked like a cherry. He looked like a cherry. He had a cherry face.
Cherry face?
Hey, little red bumps all over his shit, bro. Like, hey, did he do it better than B-Ball?
Oh yeah. Shit like he ran through an African village. He got mosquitoes everywhere. They got the wet down, everything.
Man, I'm talking about his most
freaking village.
His most significant shit was that headbutt. You know what I'm saying? Like he caught some good shit, but that headbutt was crazy.
No. The headbutt was the frustration to show I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. I gotta do something else. I gotta try anything. What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I seen.
The shit was insane. Man, hey, Zab, you know what I want to ask you, Emil, about? Because they were talking about it last night. This potential fight between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. You know, I seen when you and Mill was talking about it before. You know, about some comments Shakur made about, he want to go up, take the belt off Teofimo, and then vacate it for Keyshawn. You know, I was like, yo, that's some wild shit to say. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. That's no. Welcome to the gangster era. You in the gangster era right now. Motherfuckers is doing what they want to do. I'm gonna take the belt and give it to my man. You know what I'm saying? We fight night fresh, not a fight night miss. anything can happen on a night like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. What we doing now.
That shit was wild, dog. I heard it. I ain't gonna lie. The first thing I'm thinking in my mind was like, hey, what the fuck is boys doing right? Like, was this tag team champions or something? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they won't let us tag up, so we're gonna do it our own way. We're gonna do it our own way. You know what I'm saying?
Who y'all liking that fight?
Huh?
Who y'all liking that fight? T.O. and Shakur.
Shakur, same way. Shakur
Yeah.
about demolishing. Shakur about Shakur gonna do the same thing Thursday. He's gonna decapitate TFP.
Ooh.
See, now I'm gonna stop playing with it. I'm gonna stop playing with it. I really know boxing. I really know boxing. Mills know how I be. I just don't say much. But get ready for a decapitation. Wow. And I like Tio. Tio's a great guy. But in this fight, he's gonna be decapitated. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You know me. I got Shakur winning. I'm gonna go ahead, Bill. What you gonna say?
No.
He's not gonna talk right now. He's not gonna talk. He's not gonna talk. He's not gonna say shit right now.
Like I'm with
Right.
I think Shakur wins that fight. But see, the thing about Teofimo is he's just the type of dude you really can't count out. Because when it's a big stage fight on a big level, it's just a difference. Like, I know was gonna whoop his ass. I ain't gonna lie.
So let me tell you what I've been hearing for the last year with the Crawford and Canelo. Oh no, Crawford's good, but wait, he's never seen Canelo.
Of course.
He's never seen a bull. He's a bull. He's a bull. He's a little bull. Man, he tamed the shit out of that bull, didn't he?
I'm talking about quick.
Like a motherfucker.
I'm talking about beautiful. Beautiful, man. What we talking? Come on.
Listen, no disrespect to Canelo. God bless him and his family. I wish him well, a speedy recovery. He's made astronomical amounts of money.
Right.
He can do anything he wants to do. He's a legend in the sport. But I'm just talking about the science of boxing, bro. I know the science. I'm not even saying me. I'm just saying I know the science of boxing. When you look at the science and capability of styles, there's a reason why they say styles make fights. Styles, not per people. Styles.
The style, yeah.
The style that Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevens, Keyshawn Davis, the style they have right now, the breakdown style, is winning. It's winning. You remember when Floyd had the shoulder roll back in the day? It was a style nobody really knew. It was winning. They couldn't fuck with him. It was winning. Right now, they got the torch. People got to bow down. You got to bow down and figure out how to beat that style. That's it. Until the fighter comes up with a formula to beat that style, they're gonna be anybody that incorporates that style and masters it under the tutelage of those people, they're gonna win. You're gonna win. So it's a mindset. It's a mindset.
Do you see a fighter? No, I'm about to say, do you see a fighter with that can give Shakur that issue, that problem?
Not right now. See, when you're a clean boxer, it's hard to beat him. Hello. 32-0. Look at Devin. 32-0. I told Mill from day one, we counted every motherfucking win. And every night I kept telling everybody, he gonna win. And I don't know about this one. This guy's strong. This guy's a boxer. This guy's tall. This guy's a brawler. I said, none of that shit to me nothing. He can box. He's a boxer. Style make fights.
Hey, dude,
I like Brian Norman Jr. He's cool. He is not gonna beat Devin Haney. Watch what I tell you. I'm gonna say it again. I like him.
You standing
like
on that?
My boy. My boy's gonna be doing push-ups like crazy. He's gonna be like Hulk Hogan by the end of that.
See, okay. Now, I think for him to obtain that, what you're talking about, he need to be 1,000% focused. And I don't know if Devin is focused. Devin, you saw Devin doing the face off with Ryan Garcia the other day? I didn't like that.
So let me tell you. You didn't see him to know that he's focused. I'm telling you.
Talk
Now this mouth, I'm telling you. I see it. So I'm telling you, I smell it. He's gonna win. Watch what I say. That's it. I ain't say no more. He's gonna win. That's it.
Yo, Brian Norman Jr. is a bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
I'm telling you, you come in there unprepared, you could be going night.
Hey, listen, It's not about being unprepared. You think Canelo wasn't prepared last night? Canelo was being prepared last night. Foul. Yeah. See, y'all. That's how I know y'all. That's how I know y'all still not hearing me. Foul. Make fights. Y'all remember that. I think y'all get that shit in your head. You're gonna always foul. Make fights. There's some people that has a style that you just can't mess with, bro.
Yeah. And he said it too. He said it. Canelo said it. Look, I'm on the mindset, Zab. I'm looking like, okay, they said, what Canelo is, he's a super fighter, all this stuff. But I'm like, okay, well, how in the heat of the moment, how was he so unable to make an adjustment against a Terrence Crawford?
And why? Because he throws the same combinations and Bud studied them. So you watch the fight. On the inside, bing, bop, bop, and then come back, bing, bop, bop, bop. Who the fuck can do the 3 punches and give it right back?
Right back. Like, that shit was amazing. That shit was amazing.
This is what I'm telling y'all about skills. We have a person that can do things like that, that's nice on it in the pocket. That's what I watch for when I watch fighters. I say, nope, he's going to be a problem. He might have had a bad fight against this guy, but so what? He got skills. When you have those skills, when you can hang in that pocket and do shit, and that's very hard, bro. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that.
Hell no. Shit,
Everybody can't do that. I know punches. You could be a strong puncher and knock guys out, but you can't fight in the pocket.
And you can't set it up either. All that strength is
And
you
yo,
can't set it up.
I need it, and I want to see that from Devin.
Say it again.
And I want to see that from Devin.
We just talking about boxing right now.
I want to see that pocket you talking about. That.
I mean, listen, Devin has another fight. Devin gonna do his thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling y'all, Devin's gonna win that fight.
I'm ready to see it, man. I really think
when I said Bud by stoppage, everybody was like, oh, what are you smoking? I'm in the middle. Go back. We're gonna make those clips back. What are you smoking in that blood? What?
Facts.
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 Remember that?
Yeah.
I said he gonna break him. I said he gonna stop him. You're getting too high now. Now you're sitting there. All that.
No, but you watched the whole fight, right, Zab? He didn't get stopped.
Huh?
You watched the whole fight, right, Zab? He didn't get stopped. Talk to me.
I know he didn't get stopped. He beat the brakes off that motherfucker. Remember, nobody thought Canelo, he could almost be close to stopping Canelo.
Whoa. Beat the brakes.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what?
No. I'm just saying, like a master class. I schooled you type of shit. Yeah, I beat the brakes.
Okay. All right. So now,
Damn.
okay. So now that we going, so can I get 12, please? Make it 12. Just 12 for 12 rounds on good boxing. Just give me 12 right now. Let me get 12. Put that phone in front of you. Lay it out and get that hurt. Watch this guy. This is called grounded. This guy, because he got to ground and get it together. His energy's about to.
This is.
Everybody pay attention right now. Look, this is what happens when you go get spun. Look at this. It's 12. Just 12. Just 12. I need 12. There we go. Fine. I was never on this fight. I was never on this fight. I was never. I started it. What are you saying? All I did. What was I thinking? Here we go. 3-time undisputed. I'm on. There we go. 12. Man. That was for the 12 rounds of agony. As you know, we are still. You know what I'm saying?
That was good. It came to Terrence Bud Crawford right there, man.
Hey, Jay, I see you in there, Jay. Jay, you next, Jay. Don't smile, boy. You next. Don't worry about it.
Peso too.
Jay did it too. Jay went for Canelo. Jay told me, wow. I don't know how he's going to do
Yo,
it.
Peso staying away from the live, cuz.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Jay gonna buy me.
I think he went.
I'm going to get Jay. We're going to go to Jersey in the wintertime and get Jay in the snow. How about you run for me, Jay?
Oh.
Let me see you run now.
Oh.
Let me see you run now, Jay.
Hey, no push-ups is nasty work, Zab.
I'm coming in on Winchester, New York. I need 12. I was like, oh my God, for 12 rounds. Ice cold.
Nasty.
Ice cold. You know, I feel like, oh, this motherfucker got me. I'm telling you, I told y'all. I knew I said it. I said, soon as I said Canelo, I said, everybody like, why you so quiet? I was like, that's not a good fight for me.
Peso.
Listen, that's the biggest ring I ever seen in my life. Wow. Oh, you might want to say, I never seen Bud's feet was too big. His feet was too big, and he was moving too fast. What were those shoes? Those shoes was it. It had to be the shoes. You know what I'm saying? You had to go with that. Man. Incredible. I didn't expect that. Was it everything that I said it wasn't going to do? Did it do it? Absolutely. And he almost stopped him. Absolutely. At the last round, he almost stopped him. Last round. I told you. And I said 11. Bill, what did I say, Bill? I said 11. I told you.
But yo,
I said by the end, down, he might get him.
why you think he pumped the brakes?
Huh?
Why you think he pumped the brakes?
I don't understand. He showed grace last night, bro. That was crazy. Canelo, when he called him, Canelo looked at
I don't know about all the grace talk was crazy. That's crazy. The grace talk?
You still got to give Canelo props. Canelo's still Canelo. Yeah, he's an all-time great. He's an all-time great. He's an all-time great. He's a power puncher. Even if you get him hurt, you can't just sometimes. If it's not there, you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? You can't take something.
There you go, Zach.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He did hurt him. He had him hurt. We never seen Canelo doing a little. He did the machata. You see him?
He did the machacha. Una nuevo. Wow, that was a new one. Coño.
I never seen Canelo move like that. Yo, the level of focus Crawford had. I mean, it went back to the dressing room when Crawford was already hitting pads, sweating, and Canelo was just getting his hands wrapped. Dang, I'm out to the Desperado shit. I said it's over. It's over.
And the way his face came into the ring, it was nasty.
But Mills, what did I say that he had to do? I said if he warm up in the locker room, like he get a couple rounds out and come in the fight, like it's the fourth round already, he's gonna kill it. And look what he did.
Yo, but Jay was saying, but what Peso said, I was like, yo, he's sweating. Like, homie don't even got his gloves on. Like, not even one hand was wrapped. The other one wasn't.
That mean he was excited.
I said, is he gonna be overworked? That's what I'm thinking.
No.
Or is Canelo not gonna be warmed up right away? Those are the only two things that are going through my mind.
Canelo was. It seemed like Canelo wasn't even there. I got somebody for you, Mills. Yeah, that was crazy. It's over. This song right here for Canelo is like this is like what was Kendrick Lamar song for Andre? This is like they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us for Canelo. He's never gonna like that song again. Ever. I was so confused. I'm like, why the hell is Bud coming out with this guitar on some? I was confused. And it's my backyard. Thanks for the show, bro. He was going crazy. He was going crazy. Crawford is definitely one of the ghosts for sure.
For sure.
Listen, man. That's how you become a. That's how you prove. That's how you put your stamp of goatness. You take out another goat. For sure.
Yeah.
And he came for the throne. He came as the challenger and left with everything. He left with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He turned the goat into lamb chops. The whole family for himself. The whole family for himself. The whole. He might have switched a little bit, like I forgot what round, but he went right back. Like it was very, very brief. But yeah, he damn near was southpaw the whole fight for sure. It was crazy. And we know when Bud gets in the southpaw, that's that killer stance. He ain't even trying to download shit.
Yo,
I'm just trying to beat your ass.
yo,
I'm just
I,
trying to beat your
I
ass.
knew when shit was nasty was like round 10. He gave him daps. He's like, oh, it was like, I was like, oh shit, he's done. He's
It took
done.
you that long, nigga? Round 10?
No, but that's like showing me like, yo, I gave up. Like I gave up. And he showed the fans he gave up in that moment.
So he gave up. To me, he gave up at the weigh-in. Let me say you win. And Mills, you know me, I'm a very militant person, and Jay, you know too. He shook his hand at the fucking weigh-in. After you don't shake nobody's hand before the fight. You don't touch him up. You can't touch that. You can't. He Canelo first. You with the quality first. Oh, he got respect. I never seen Canelo shake nobody. I seen that.
He broke eye contact first too.
But look where it came from. He broke a lot of shit, bro. He broke a lot of shit. Bro was on militant mode. You remember when they were sitting in front of Tom Brady? He was like this, man. He was like this. Yeah, he was. That was in it. But you remember when they were sitting in front of Tom Brady and Shaq, and Canelo was on that fresh shit like he never fight nobody. Who he fight? I was like, oh shit, you on that spit shit? You question the resume? You in trouble.
It seems like when you say you don't fight nobody, the shit don't grow. Like it don't really rest that well.
It don't work out good for you. And then you turn into the one of the nobodies. It's like it's crazy.
Yo, they said the same thing about Brian Norman. Iron Needle.
Hey, yo, listen, we in the era right now where these guys that butt fighting, they're not fighting. We in an era right now where Bud fight these fighters and they don't fight no more. They don't be the same. Let's see if Canelo Alvarez can be the same. It's the same. Yeah. I doubt it though, bro. I doubt it. It might be a rat. Mills? It's just denounce everything. It's over. I'm gonna go to Mexico and just relax. It's over. I did enough. He done it to a lot of these guys, bro. He done it to a lot of these.
But the way he
Now, you know, Sean Porter was actually doing a podcast today before, but he's been a full-time, you know. Errol Spencer's a full-time soccer dad now. It's like, it's crazy, bro.
Nah, he said he gonna come back though. Canelo said he gonna come back.
He jumped in there with Fondora. He says, everybody says stuff. Yeah. Everybody says stuff. Them actions don't add up. Benavidez versus Crawford. Who? Come on, man. Why we doing that? He's too big? I don't like it. I don't like it. Mills, remember last year I said that? I said, he's going to beat Canelo, and they're going to talk about Benavidez for him. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that, man. Too big. Too big. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that. Too big for Canelo.
Let's go, Peso. Let's go.
Ask Canelo. Ask Canelo. Why Canelo ain't fight this dude? For Crawford. For years. I would tell Canelo, you're not getting a rematch until you go fight Benavidez first. Facts. Yeah, go do that. Go fight Benavidez. Go handle that. Go get that Mexican wall, bro. Y'all want me to fight Benavidez? Y'all two go fight, and I'll fight the winner. How about that? Come on. And then when we run it back, now give me 150 and give him 10. Let's do that. Like that's what I said. The reverses of the pay. Absolutely. The first reverse should be in the red tip. It should be in the red tip. If it's a rematch, now Bud get the big portion and Canelo get the you know what I'm saying? He get the I mean, I can't even say it's a baby pot. $50 million, that's life changing, bro. That's family life changing. You know what I'm saying? You can change absolutely. Fucking generation with $50 million. You know what I mean? So yeah, of course.
Yo, Zab, but you just swerved his question though. He said, "What about Crawford and Benavidez though?"
Why are they doing that, man? No. For what? For what? He's a fucking 178 pounder, one of the 145 pounders. No, you only go up to break history. Canelo was the guy sitting on a throne that nobody thought could ever be pulled off that
So now he's a 47 pounder now. Now
Now, a little small guy went up and took him off that motherfucking chair, took him off there. Now you want me to go fight another one? No, we're not doing that. Come on.
so we're not gonna hold Crawford to the same standards as Canelo is what you're saying.
What standards? What standards?
Who's the baddest man in the planet?
Bud hold on. Hey, Mills, but okay, if we gonna do that standard holding, wait a minute, guy, wait a minute. Why Canelo ain't fight gonna be that? Why we let that just slide for years? Yeah, I mean, y'all was in the same division.
I'm just putting peppers in the. I'm just putting peppers in the pot. You know what I mean? I'm just putting peppers in the pot. I want to see what the legend got to say. You know what I mean?
I say this. I say go fight Benavidez next. Let Benavidez give you that L too, and then we'll look at Benavidez and Crawford if it's possible. That's it.
Oh, okay. So you be like,
Remember this, remember I'm telling you too. He can't beat David. He can't beat David. I told you that. That's crazy. I don't even like that fight, bro. At all. He can't beat David. Not like that.
Crawford can't beat David.
Wait a minute, not Bud. Wait a minute. Canelo can't. Yeah, we know that.
Can Crawford beat David?
Anything is possible.
Oh, is that your PR guy out of here in the background?
I haven't analyzed that question. I haven't analyzed that fight. And nah, I don't think that's a real weight class difference fight. Yeah, how much Benavidez weigh?
He's campaigning. Yeah.
Like 2 plus, like 220. I love this. You take down Batman and go, but wait, Robin is still there. Robin is there. You gotta go do Robin now. You gotta go do Robin. You know what I was expecting this morning, Zab? I was expecting a bunch of snack talk and Bud on drugs and all that. That's what I was expecting. But I'm not surprised.
Yeah, very little, but there is. I see it. I see it a little bit.
For sure. A knockout would have brought that out, though. Listen,
for sure.
It would have been crazy.
For sure.
Man, fuck what they say. Fuck what they say, brother. Come on. Get Bruce on the live.
All right.
Who?
Bruce. Joe, I'm gonna get you back in.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's a bet. I'm on.
Shoot.
Me Suzu was looking at it last night. I mean, he beat that boy like he was from Brooklyn.
Oh my goodness gracious!
He beat that boy like he was from Brooklyn, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Words. Yo, the morning after is crazy. Yo, I told y'all. I swear to God, I feel like a genius right now. Yeah, I swear. Months ago, I said, Mills, wait till the day after, Mills. Wait till the morning after. This is gonna be fucking insane. So he's like, no, Canelo gonna be partying. Okay, he gonna be partying, all right? Yeah. Listen. You had Bud from Dave. Like, I put that bread on Bud.
The chicken.
Me was doing the Bud dance. We were like, the Bud dance on the floor. But we got floor on the Bud dance. I don't think people really realize like how big this shit is. Like, I think, because bro, the nigga, he was already undisputed champion. That's one. That's already a big deal. He became undisputed champion. Then he was the first person to do it twice, right? First person to do it twice. Then he goes up not one, but 2 weight classes and beats the face of boxing. Unanimously. Come on, he's Mount Rushmore. Insane. That goes. Insane. Man, up, son.
I can't believe I seen that shit yesterday.
Man, he's in good conversation. I'm sorry, bro.
For real.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. I'm telling you. It's a 10 million.
Incredible. Nothing that you guys was surprised at all yesterday. Nothing.
Hey, yo, Mills. In street words, Crawford fucked the package up last night. He definitely did. Yo. What's after this? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I went. Nah, ain't no Too young for retirement. He love boxing. He love to fight. It's gonna be hard. He gonna want to fight. No beating. He came out of there the same way he went in. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Besides that headbutt.
I don't think they use an inch in the corner. They didn't even have to call the ice out. They forgot ice. They was like, we don't need ice. What? Crazy. That's so smart. I feel like champagne. He got so much left in the tank. Like, granted, like, that's the fight. It's over, Jay. The ice in the bucket was for the same thing. No, okay. Yeah, that's it. Put the ice in the bag. Ice in the bag, baby. Man, I tell y'all, can't let people live it down right now. Yeah, no, hell no. I mean, yo, I was gonna never leave. Yo, like, hey, Crawford. Like, yeah, that was the same. I'm not gonna fuss. That was the funnest walk back to the ballet. Swear, from the arena to Mandalay Bay. That shit must have been crazy out there. Yo, if you go to my story, you can see it was like 72,000 people going the same way.
Mm.
Crazy, man. Yeah, it was a crazy walk. It was a wild walk. And everybody, yo, when I say it was the most humblest walk ever. You know how, listen, you know how Mexican Independence Day, our Mexican brothers, sometimes they get quiet. One or two more in them than thing, and it's fights everywhere. It was nothing. Everybody was humble. Everybody was, how are you, brother? How are you? Yeah. Everything was have a good night. Have a good night. Everything was undeniable. It was undeniable though. That's why, you know what I mean. And Bud, he's undeniable talent too. It's like they just respected it. It's like, I love Bud. You can't be mad. Like you can't hate. It's Bud, bro. Hey, yo, Mil. I walked by the bar last night. It was giving me Bud special. One beer. It was Bud special. Yeah. Started tequila and some Bud Light. Yeah. You know what? I'm having a Bud today.
Yo, David.
Crazy marketing. Get behind that. What's your next fight? What is it? I'm projected to fight by November, but I don't got a date. Yeah, no, the kid.
My boy.
What? Mine. I don't know yet. Hey, yo, Mills, you came to the bar like, yo, give me a Modelo. We don't have nobody else. We only have Bud.
That's the commercial, right? That's the commercial.
Yeah. The Modelo was over last night. It was over. Let me get the Coronas. Nah, ain't no Coronas. No Coronas. No Modelo. It was only Bud. Only Bud Light, baby. Yeah.
Now,
Congratulations to Bud. Zeb, I owe you. I gotta go right now, but I definitely owe you. I know. Yeah. But listen, Jay, before you go, just give me 12. Give me 12. I owe you. No. You can't owe me. I'm in my drawers right there. I can't. I'm not doing that. You got drawers on. Wait, what are you doing? Hey, yo. Pause. All right, pause. You're gonna pass for the pause. I hate ya. Yo, so hold on. Another topic, real quick. While I hit the crib, we see Ricky hand pass.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Rest in peace.
Word.
Yeah.
That was crazy. He was a good guy, man. Good guy, wild boy, man. He had heart and spirit like none other. That was still like none other. I think he was getting ready to get back in the ring too. He was ready to have like another fight or something.
Yeah, man. Now the question is, right? Did Bud do Canelo more dirty than Floyd did Canelo?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's 100%. Floyd didn't hit him that much. I think so because he was like, it was a different fighter. A different fighter. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think, like Canelo, he's a different fighter as well too from that time. But I just feel like, he just like he was really sad. I think this dude. Floyd did great. Canelo was more of a threat now in terms of power. I think Canelo's more of a threat now in terms of power than compared when he fought Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Because Mayweather was sitting in the pocket way smaller. Like his body was much smaller back then. Canelo's a big man now, and Crawford was just in the pocket, like sending stuff back. Like literally, like I had plenty of interviews, bro, just talking about the breakdown on how Crawford was supposed to win this fight, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do: going the lateral movement, using the jab, the distance, and then the main thing, maintaining that respect. Whenever Canelo hit him, he sent 3-4 back and stepped to him. Like that was like money, bro. That just was money, bro. It was just beautiful to watch.
No.
It's like Canelo getting his career started back again. Yo, I'm watching. I got the fight show right now, bro. I'm about to go fast forward. Canelo, he's trying to get his career started.
That's nasty. That's nasty. And
It's over. It's over. The fight is over.
Shoot, Shusha, you think that Bud had an opportunity to stop Canelo?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't think Bud had the opportunity to stop Canelo. I think that Canelo was taking his punches well, and rolling little punches and whatnot. You know what I mean? And then dude's an active fighter. He is very humble. He's a nice guy. He almost had that motherfucker out of there, boy. He had come on, he had some good exchanges, but I don't think he had him like hurt crazy. Like I'm sorry, I can't say that. Like he had him hurt crazy, but Canelo did a little dance. The feet did a dance. Come on, tell me that was you. Nah, he was off balance from time to time. I don't think he was hurt ever. You can't be unbalanced after you get hit by a punch. That's not called unbalanced. That's called dizzy. Yo, that's called dizzy. Can't keep it together. You know what I'm saying?
Can't keep it together.
Man. Yeah. Nah, hey, man, listen, man. I just want to say, man, I told y'all, man. Hey, Mills, you got to say it. You say these niggas out there, he didn't have no. I never thought different. Ever, no, ever did I never thought different. I even got the point I say he gonna stop him. They gonna stop him. I never thought for a second that Canelo could beat Bud. Ever. Not ever.
Right.
Not one time. Style make fights. I was saying with Shushu. It's mad niggas. They can't fuck with him. He's nice. I said it. Style make fights. They can't beat him. Watch what I say. Watch. All he gotta do is stay sharp, be safe, and keep doing what he's doing. He's blessed. He's blessed. It's a blessing. That's what he gotta do. I told you, I'm betting on anybody whose mother sends them out there and pay the other kids money to be her son. I'm betting on that kid any day of the week. And his mama told us last night. She told us that I used to pay brothers to go beat his ass, and they couldn't do it. She said, and still they're paying people to beat his ass, and they still can't do it. So come on, this is history. I'm about to go, Milk, because I gotta go get dressed. I gotta get the fat burger. I got a bunch of meaty over there. So, hello, you in Vegas? Pull up. Movie time.
Here we go. Yo, appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. For real.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the line with you, Mills, real quick.
All right, cool. Let's get it. So yeah, man. Talk to me.
I don't know if you got it ready, but what was your take back from the fight?
What was my take?
Yeah.
Um, Matter of fact, I'm gonna tap you in on my YouTube. I got my YouTube channel going right now. So I got like yeah, yeah. Think I got. Hold on. See where you at. No, I'll just do it right here because I don't think I got you logged in. But yeah, I think that Canelo tried all he could, man. I think.
Yeah, he did. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't deep enough, bro. He couldn't. You could see him getting frustrated. You could see him like getting tired of following Bud left to right. The jab, the counters. Bud was just a dog in there, bro.
My thing.
I like that. Crazy. That was not. Oh, I gave Canelo like 4 rounds. To be honest.
Four? Yo, you're being generous.
Yeah, I'm being.
Tap right in. Smash the like button, y'all. We in here. Shushu? Hear me. You on mute? You can't see me or hear me? You can't hear me? All right, I'm gonna take you out and come back in. Smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Salute to everybody that tapped in. Think we here. Should we get it? We in. We good money?
We lit.
All right. So you was at the fights too?
Yeah. I was there, bro. Right in the floor, bro. Bro, it was everybody and their mother and their grandmother was in the building, bro. That shit was crazy. Like I saw Omari Hardwick. He was, my man Ghost. He was in the building. Zach Levine was in the building. I saw James Harden. Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song was there. It was so many different celebrities. Marshawn Lynch. It was wild, bro. Like I've never seen that type of star-studded event. I've never been a part of a star-studded event that big. Like I've been to a few, but this was different. Like the whole Allegiant Stadium was packed. Every seat was, I don't know, man. This was like a historic moment to be a part of, bro.
What was your major take on the fight anything that you were surprised in? Like I was surprised when he was catching punches at how sturdy he was.
I
Like no
think
move. Yeah.
that was the biggest thing that people wanted to see. Like that was the thing that people that was on Canelo's side was banking on. Like, oh, once he started feeling Canelo's punches, he gonna start running, whatever. Because Canelo, I think was it like round 4, Canelo started to hit his arms, right? And I noticed like when Bud was kind of sitting in the pocket, he kind of like left the pocket a little bit because he like, all right, like I ain't like he gonna keep going for my arms. Like, I'm throwing them hooks like that. You could get a dead arm, you know what I'm saying? So I think that people was like, all right, maybe in the later rounds he gonna start to slow Bud down, but nah, like Bud is just too smart. And then after that, I think Bud adjusted to the power. He started just in the pocket and just started to just go at it, boom, pow, boom, pow, pow. I'm like, it was so nasty, man, so nasty. His defense was great. He blocked a lot of shots, made Canelo reach and miss a lot of shots. Like, come on, bro, 115, 113 is unfair. That gym was unfair, unfair.
Yeah, I
I had 2 bets actually. I had like 2 bets for. I had my bet with the unanimous decision, but then I had like a little bet. I threw in a little something for the tie because like the bet for the tie was crazy. It was like plus 1,200. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I threw in something for the tie because look what they did. Like it could have happened. You know what I'm saying? But the UD, I put the bag on that thing though, bro. That shit was crazy.
looking closer to a draw if Canelo could get it.
In the draw, if it was a knockdown, you know what I'm saying? That would be crazy, bro. That was crazy, man.
Canelo looking at him like lost and then not having no answers. Like, do you feel like that's like as a fighter, that's probably one of the biggest things you can appreciate is taking everyone's weapon away and just not having an answer.
The man that was a master of that for the majority of his career was Floyd Mayweather, bro. Like Floyd, like he just used to just shut down any boxer with their whatever like their best ability was. He would just take it from them and just start having his way. And it was just so satisfying to see Bud do that with Canelo. Like you really see Canelo like kind of getting frustrated, and then sometimes like Bud he'll like stick his tongue out, laugh at him, throw a jab at him, boom, the round would end, and then Canelo like smirk, going walking back to the corner like, damn, he got me. Like it was so satisfying to watch. And me being a boxer, like I know what's going on in his head. Like he like, damn, this nigga nice. Ah, yeah, Bud is the bro. Like honestly, you gotta put him up on. You gotta put him up as one of the greatest of all time. You have to. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You have to, bro. It's undeniable. Like he just like you look at the accomplishments of Floyd Mayweather. You look at the accomplishments of Muhammad Ali. Whatever. Like his accomplishments is up there now. It's if it wasn't then, it damn sure is now. And he has to be in the conversation of one of the greatest of all time.
Do you feel like he goes to I heard Mario Lopez ask him a question and he said something about being at 160 so to be a six-time champion. I mean, six division champion. That as a fan, obviously we kind of want too, right? Just accolades over accolades. But who? Lara, you got Jennebeck. Y- Uh, who else you got there? You got Hadamis.
He tearing Adamas up. He tear him up. I see him being Adamas. I've seen Adamas work. He's good. I liked his last fight. Who did he fight with? Hamza Shiraz. I think for Hamza Shiraz's last fight. He looked really good in that fight, but Bud touching him up. Bud touching him up. But I thought he won that fight though. That gave it a draw. I thought he beat Hamza Shiraz. That was crazy. But yeah, nah, Bud being Adames, the style. It's the style. Like I've seen Adames like work with that style, like sparring out here in Vegas, similar. And nah, I think Bud will beat him for sure.
Floyd's record.
To even like try to chase and compare. Like it's arguable that he has surpassed Floyd's accolades. It's arguable because the 3-time undisputed and then jumping 2 weight classes to do the 3 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that joint is a crazy feat. Like I really don't think people understand. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like literally from 122 to 126, it's a difference in weight class, bro. That joint is different. When you getting up to like 147, 154, 160, 160, come on, bro. That joint is crazy. It's just wild to think about. It really is wild to like fathom, like to grasp. The man, he really dared to be great, and he put all the. That's like both of them, him and Canelo, put all their chips on the table. You got to respect them, bro.
Sounds like it's like a regular day. Like, hey, you got to take your wins like your losses. But in the same time, Mexican Independence Week, you got a guy that skipped over a weight class to beat you, take all your belts. Yeah, two of them. Yeah, I mean, how do you come? Do you come back to a straight rematch? Like, is this like Crawford and Crawford only type of thing for Canelo?
I really don't know where he goes next from this. I mean, I feel like Canelo, he could easily fight anybody and get a crazy payday. You know, what I mean, it's Canelo at the end of the day.
Shiraz, he could probably fight Shiraz or
Yeah,
something.
he could probably. Yeah, he could definitely fight Shiraz. The Benavidez is still on the table. You know what I'm saying? So he could still do something. But like Bud definitely took some air out of his balloon for sure. Cause like you lost to a smaller guy, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you lost to a smaller guy. And it wasn't close at all. Like, you had a hard time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I think that Canelo, he's just I don't know, man. It's whatever he wants to do. I think at this point now he's just fighting for the money, bro. Just keep, just getting them big paydays. He's getting millions on millions. So he got paid wealthy, like really good this fight. And sure, I don't know, man. He don't need to fight again, to be honest.
Admit too that he's a way better fighter than Floyd. I wasn't expecting that.
That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. Like I mean, I could see it from the way Bud fought. Yeah, yeah, you can see. You can argue that he had a better performance than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Floyd performance. Bud and Floyd's performance was kind of like very alike in how they shut down Canelo, bro. I mean, I gotta watch Floyd fight again. I gotta watch that fight with him and Canelo again. But the thing is, I just think that it's totally different now because Canelo back then wasn't as he wasn't as seasoned, right? So it was like he still had a little immature mind, the way he approached the fight. And then, that was the first time on like a big stage at that point. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest stage when he fought Floyd. So he wasn't kind of used to that type of light yet. So there's a lot of factors that come into play. But here, Canelo, he is like well in his time. Like he's well accomplished. He's super, seasoned and knows how to pace himself and not do too much to waste energy, but at the same time just do enough to be able to dominate. He's a master of his craft at this point. For Canelo to do this at this point is Canelo. I mean, for Crawford to do this at this point in Canelo's career, yeah, I think it's a better win.
Plan because in reality he kind of beat him in a different way than Floyd did.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he beat him differently though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Other news, another big fight, and I think it's kind of like under the radar, probably because it hasn't been necessarily signed and sealed. But Teofimo Lopez and Shakur, like that's a big fight.
It's dinner time now. The beef has marinated, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about time to get these fights going. It's about time for all of this stuff like Devin Haney and the Shakur, Tiafimo, everybody like to get in just in the little melting pot and just start mixing it up, man. I'm really happy to see it go down. But I don't think Teofimo has signed a contract yet. I think Bud was like, "Yeah, when you gonna fight my little brother? When you gonna sign a contract to fight my little brother?" So Teofimo's just gotta sign it, bro. Some crazy numbers.
You can't do it on this date. Right. So it just looks like it's a matter of a date and location, really. What do you think about that fight, though? Do you feel like Tio fights a different fight than he has fought in all the other guys because he knows Shakur from the amateurs? I was talking to Bread. Bread said Tio knows Shakur so good, so he's not gonna go out and try to walk Shakur down because he knows how Shakur fights already.
Because Shakur just works so well off the back foot. He works so well with his distance. If you're able to meet Shakur when he's punching, that's the perfect time to hit to get Shakur. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing a before or after he's punching, you're gonna lose, bro. You gotta punch while he's punching. And if Teofimo has that approach, then he has a good chance of like making the fight very competitive. Will he win? I don't know. I think the styles with that fight definitely make it very interesting, but I do think that Shakur has the favor. I think Shakur has the favor for sure.
You got to go out and meet him. You can't. Yeah, that's a good take.
Like his reflexes are real good. Like how many opportunities of that you're gonna get? You know what I'm saying? Like he times you very well. Like there's a lot of things that Shakur does very well. You know what I mean? So I think at this point, uh, Tio got to think outside the box. You got to do something that people haven't done.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yo, Fulton and Oshaki got made.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're fighting on a Thurman and Fundora card, and I'm
Yup.
gonna be in the building.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be more so in the building for Carlos Castro and Ray Vargas. I ain't worried about Fulton no more because he is not in my weight class. He's talking about that he's not coming back down. Totally respected. I've always been a big fan of Fulton. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Man.
I fuck with that. I rock with that. Bruce, I'm gonna let you go. My freaking I gotta go charge my phone, but I really appreciate your time, man, and your takes as always, brother. Let, yo, keep me updated, brother. Keep me updated. You said November, so keep me updated. You already know, brother. I'll stay posted. Appreciate you.
All right, play
Like
you
always,
too, bro.
brother. Smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing. And that was a great live. Um, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And I'll be back with another one shortly.